Kahapon, nakilala natin ang Perpetual Altas.
At ngayon naman, pupuntahan natin ang iba't ibang spots kung saan sila nag-aaral, kumakain, tumatambay at iba pang activities.
Ako po, si Papa Bear Benji Paras.
At ako naman si Baby Bear Andy Paras at ito ang...
Bolahan!
Totoo to!
Hindi namin kayo binobola.
Saan kayo pupunta?
To the moon.
Road trip, vroom vroom, zoom zoom.
Ang Altas ay initials ng school founder na si Antonio L. Tamayo.
Altas, mula sa Latin word na iibig sabihin ay height. Ito ay sumisimbolo sa adhikain ng UPHSD para sa mas mataas na kadakilaan. Bakit?
Wala. Tour na tayo.
Andito tayo ngayon kung saan tayo unang tinur ng ating mga players. Kakaiba to. Dito kami sa magtataho. Paki-explica nga sa akin, ano ang meron sa taho na ito? Bakit sobrang mabilis?
Siguro, ito lang kasi yung vendor na nakapasok dito sa school namin. And kakaiba kasi yung taon na ito, katulad na ito, may flavor.
Kaya siya pinagkakaguluhan, siya lang pinapasok. Kung may pinapasok na vendor na nagtitinda ng labintador, mabili rin kaya yun. Hindi naman, ano?
At ang tanong ko, sino sa inyo sa team ang pinakamaraming binibiling taho?
Ito, si Carlo.
Oh, nakakailang ka.
May utang pa nga siya kay Goya.
May utang!
Sabi nga kanina eh. Ay, tatandaan kita, may utang ka pa sa akin. Aba,
Grabe. Nag-aaral.
yan ang student athlete. Nag-aaral na, bukod sa naglalaro. Ang sisipag.
O, di ba?
Kailangan natin kausapin. Pwede ba namin kayong maistorbo sa inyong pagbabasa? Asus, pambihira naman. Pinagmalaki ko pa naman kayo na masisipag kayong magbasa. Na. Ginagawa nyo lang palang cover yan.
Well, at least masipag magbasa, masipag ang kumain.
Pero eto, nandito tayo sa library. Ito yung tanong lang. Kayo ba pag pumunta rito, ano ba ginagawa nyo? Nagpapalamig o nag-aaral?
Minsan nagpapalamig, minsan nag-aaral.
Anong courses nyo dito sa Perpetual?
Base marketing ako.
Ikaw?
Marketing. Marketing din.
So marketing kay lahat. So saan yung malapit na palengke rito? At andito tayo ngayon sa Mascom Building. So dito sinabi niyo kung saan kayo nag-viewing. Okay? So ang viewing niyo ba before the practice starts o pagkatapos?
Before the practice starts, Papa Bear.
Okay. So sumisipot na lang kayo during the practice na. Hindi na kayo nag-viewing.
Ano yung favorite spot nyo dito sa campus nyo?
Sa canteen.
Canteen, I wonder why. Ikaw naman?
Ako yung library.
Library, wow! Bakit kaya?
Mahilig kasi ako mag-aaral.
Tama, galing.
Ako stairs.
Bakit?
Kasi pag may umakit, nakapalda. Napahuli ako. Yan ang viewing.
Balita ko, ito ang favorite spot niyong mga teammates. Bakit kaya? Nasaan na ba tayo?
Kuya Andre, Papa Bear, nandito tayo ngayon sa canteen namin kung saan kami kumakain ng mga teammates ko at saka mga ibang athletes.
Ano yung favorite food niyo dito sa canteen mismo?
Siguro po sa akin yung munggo po.
Munggo? Uy, sarap.
Para sa akin yung lechon paksiw.
Ayun, isa pa yun. Parang ginutom din ako ron.
Eto na, ang pinaka-inaabangan na segment at ang favorite naming part ng bolahan, ang Pick-Up Line!
At ito, painit na painit ang labanan sa basketball sa NCAA. Pati rito sa pick-up lines, painit ng painit. Tingnan natin kung anong ibibigay sa atin ng Perpetual Altas. Okay, team. Ready na ba?
Yes! Ready na!
Papa Bear, sabon ka ba?
Bakit?
Kasi I'm super in love with you.
Papa Bear, sana chinelas na lang tayong dalawa.
Bakit?
Para pag nawala isa, di na pwedeng ipares sa iba.
Yan ang pick-up line. Saka mai-inlove ka agad ng mga Spongski.
Papa Bear, diamond ka ba?
Bakit?
Nangingintab kasi ulo mo eh.
Nya! At least diamond. Hindi siya hik.
Papa Bear, anong tawag sa kuto ng kalbo?
Kuto ng kalbo? Ano?
Di ko alam, kaya ako at katanong sa'yo.
Kaya pala nila nagtatawanan. Ako na pala yung yayariin.
Sikreto ka ba?
Bakit?
Hindi kasi kita kayang pagkatiwala sa iba.
Mukhang merong nilalaan yun ah.
Papa Bear, may lahi ka bang keyboard?
Bakit?
Kasi type kita eh.
Keyboard type. Yun pala yun.
Papa Bear, utang ka ba?
Utang. Bakit?
Kasi habang tumatagal, tumataas ang interest ko sa'yo.
Naglalaro ka ba ng center position?
Bakit?
Kasi ikaw ang sentro ng attention ko.
Papa Bear, mano ka ba?
Bakit?
Palimlim naman ang
Lalo masama nun eh. Asan na yung mga yun?
Umiwan na tayo.
Eh, meron pa tayong extra. Ay! Ito na pala. Ay! Matapos ang UPHSD, WTG, next week, FYI, lahat ng aming pupuntahan, RN! Bye-bye for now! Ako po si Papa Bear, Benji Paras.
At ako naman si Baby Bear Andre Paras. Kwentuhan, kulitan, tambayan. Ito ang...
Bolahan!
Totoo to!
Hindi namin kayo! Pinobola!
Mike Enriquez! Ikahan! Gusto mag-comeback?
Crossover, steals, layups, and hustle plays. Diyan po magaling ang ating NCAA players. Pero sa ibang special skills kaya, kakasa din sila sa ating challenge. Ito ang NCAA Courtside Challenge. Kakasa ka ba?
Challenge accepted.
Last episode, buong lakas na tinanggap ni Wilmar of Tana ng Arellano Chiefs ang hamon ni Jim Nilantayan ng Letran Knights na mag-shoot ito mula sa free throw line habang nakatalikod.
Nahirapan ka ba sa challenge si Jim Lee?
Hindi nga po eh.
Sino at ano ang gusto mong challenge para sa sunod na player?
Hinahamon kita, Joshua Giyab ng JRU. Next challenge ay yung kumikembot na habang nagdi 3 points.
Yun! Paano kaya yun? Pwede bang sample? Paano yung kumikembot habang nagdi 3 points? Sabay tayo. Ganon. Ayan!
Minabalitaan ako, hinahamon ka daw ng isang taga-Arellano University, si Wilmar of Tana. Anong masasabi mo?
Sige, accept natin yung challenge na yun.
Grabe, hindi man lang niya tinanong kung ano yung accept agad. Siyempre, ikaw pa ba, di ba?
Sige, oo.
Pero alam mo ba kung ano yung challenge niya? Nabalitaan mo na ba?
Ano yun?
Kumikembot na habang nagdi 3 points.
Ano masasabi mo?
Sige, labanan natin yun.
Ikaw po, si Josh, alam nyo, close kami nito. Kilala ko to, dancer to, di ba?
Hindi naman.
Di ba? Hindi tayo close o hindi ka dancer?
Hindi rin ako dancer.
Pareho pala. Anyway, pero tatry natin. Pili ko kayang-kaya naman yun dahil basta basketball player, sweet dancer. Kaya naman, Joshua, tinatanggap mo ba yung hamon?
Challenge accepted.
Yan ang pambato ko. Let's go! Pakitaan mo sila, Josh. Sayaw. Makaka 3 points ka naman siguro. Nasayaw mo na eh. Let's go, Josh! Let's go! Okay naman. Mar, ano ba yan? Parang ka lang pinag-recite ng ABC, di ba?
Medyo. So ayun, medyo rapirapan mo naman sa sunod, Wilmar.
Yung mga Wilmar, sisiw.
Wilmar, sisiw.
Si Sisiw daw, Wilmar. Kala mo hindi kaya ng bata. Kayang-kaya niya yan. Pero ito na, dahil nagawa mo yung challenge na hinamon sa'yo. Ito na yung chance mo na humamon naman ng ibang player at magbigay din ng challenge para sa kanya. Sino yung balak mong hamunin?
Minaman ko si Sean Umali ng Lyceum Pirates na tumira sa half court.
Bakit ba sa lahat ng players sa buong NCAA Season 98 si Sean Umali ang napili mo?
Kasi alam ko hindi niya magagawa yun eh.
Hindi niya magagawa! Naku, paano ba yan, Sean? Hinahamon, baka may galit sa'yo si Josh, ha? Pero alam mo, for sure, titingnan, panonoorin ka ni Josh kung makakaya mo ang gawin niya. May mensahe ka pa para sa kanya?
Good luck, Sean.
Ang hamon kaya ay tatanggapin? Yan ang aabangan natin. This is Ann Gabriel para sa NCAA Courtside Challenge. Kakasa ka ba?
Mga bulero, eto na ulit ang burahan. Tuloy-tuloy tayo sa pagbisita sa iba't ibang NCAA schools para makipagkwentuhan, makipagkulitan at makipagbolahan! Totoo to!
Hindi namin kayo binobola.
WTG! ATM dito sa UPHSD sa LT para makipagkwentuhan with our NCAA athletes. At ipapalabas po ito sa GMA GTV and ICYMI sa FB NYT, PBH, FTW, di ba?
Ano yung mga lecture pinagsasabi mo?
Bakit? Di mo alam?
Whatever. SMH.
Oh, alam mo ba yung SMH?
Shaking my hair.
Wala ka namang buhok.
Ano dapat?
Eh di, shining my head.
Ito ang tanong ko lang sa inyo. Karamihan sa inyo, taga-probinsya, di ba? Malaki bang factor na nandito kayo sa malayo sa Manila na nakakatulong? Ibig sabihin, yung scenery, yung simoy ng hangin. Mas okay ba sa inyo rito?
Malaking bagay kasi yung pag-aaral, malaking bagay yun. Malaking tulong sa family namin yun. Pero di rin maiiwasan talaga na mamimiss mo yung probinsya. So, yun.
Sige, ano bang namimiss nyo sa probinsya?
Unang-una yung pagkain po, Papa Bear. Masarap talaga yung pagkain pag sa probinsya po talaga.
Siguro
Ano po, yung fresh air.
Fresh air. Ikaw, sino namimiss mo sa probinsya?
Dito po lumaki sa Las Piñas.
Kalimutan mo na yung tanong ko. Tama na yan. Okay.
Eto, na-bring up din yan yung pagkain. And speaking of kasi practice, school, nakakapagod, recovery food. Sa inyo ba guys, ano yung favorite food nyo? Start of Lian.
Sa akin is yung pork sinigang.
Uy,
sinigang. Sarap.
Panalo yun.
Ikaw, Jello, siguro naman di mo sasagutin na taga rito ka. Sige, ano yung paborito mong pagkain dito?
Fried chicken sa canteen.
Fried chicken sa canteen. So kung sa labas, ayaw mo ng fried chicken.
Pwede naman.
Pwede rin. Nag-promote ka pa. Ang ibig sabihin kasi ng perpetual health, tumutulong yan. Sino ang pinaka gusto nyong tulungan kung mabibigyan kayo ng pagkakataon?
Ray?
Yung mga bata po na nangailangan tulong.
Kasi, of course, lahat tayo, napapanood namin yung laro nyo. Sobrang physical, grabe kayo mag-prepare. Pero ngayon, uso na kasi mga mental health, very important yan. Paano nyo nako-condition ang mentality nyo bago kayo maglaro or sa school?
Sa akin, ano lang, before game, basa-basa lang ng libro, kinig ng podcast, gano'n lang yung ginagawa ko.
So nakaka-relax?
Nakaka-relax siya para sa akin.
Ikaw, Lilian.
Sa akin naman, meditation po. Nagme-meditate po kami sa every before game.
May meditation.
Parang yoga po. Ganun.
Ako naman, before the game, gusto ko makakita na mabalaking tulong yan, di ba? Yung yoga. Try nyo rin ito.
Try natin minsan yun.
Okay, ano yung pinaka-bonding nyo rin?
Minsan kumakain po kami buong team sa labas.
Nauso tong mga social media. Sino naman yung mahilig sa TikTok?
Joey. Lagi po sumasayaw yan kasama.
Ready yan.
Paano yan?
Student athletes, nag-aaral, may practice, may time pa ba kayo gumawa ng ibang hobbies?
Oo naman. May time naman kahit papaano. Kasi nga, kailangan mo din mag-spend time para sa sarili mo. Gigitara, ganun.
Wow.
Tapos nagpe-play ng mobile games.
Well, at least nakakatulong pa rin kahit papaano. Kayo ba as rookies, meron ba kayong mga rookie duties pagpasok nyo dito sa team? Ikaw, Mark?
Sa akin wala naman.
Wala? Bakit? Natatakot sila sa'yo? Laki.
Parang tingin nila sa amin sa isa't isa kasi parang pantay-pantay, walang mga seniors, ganyan, walang mga rookie.
Di ba required kayo rito, naka-quarters kayo? Kayo ba'y pinapayagan lumabas?
Pwede naman po pagkain gano'n.
So, ikaw naman, JP, nakakalabas ka naman. Halimbawa, meron kang gustong i-eyeball. Kaya hindi ka lumalabas. So, eyeball na lang. Chatball. Chatball ba? Napaka-old school ko, eyeball. Nung pagsabak niyo ba rito kagad sa college, from high school, nagkaroon ba kayo ng kaba?
May kaba po, pero yung takot, wala.
Pero kung sa cemetery gawin to, may takot.
May takot talaga.
Sa laro. Pero yung mga kuya nyo ba, yung mga ibang veterano, laging sinasabihan huwag kayong matakot, nandito kami.
Ganun po.
Din.
Parang laging andyan sila para mag-guide sa amin.
Let's say 3 years from now, anong nakikita nyo sa laro nyo or sa position nyo sa team? Magiging, I guess, star player ba kayo, role player, or yung mabait na kuya na veteran? Ikaw?
Magiging mabait ako. Katulad ng pagtrato sa akin ng mga kuya ko dati. Pag naging strict ka kasi parang magiging sila sa'yo, parang paplastikin ka nila, gano'n.
Ikaw naman, Sari.
Siguro ako, role player.
Role player? Wow! Napaka-humble. Humble ikaw, Jake.
Siguro magiging guide sa kanila.
Guide. Parang halimbawa, saan yung CR, sa library dito. Yung tanong ko kanina sa mga veterano, yung mga girlfriends nyo ba taga rito sa school nyo or sa probinsya?
Ako po, single po ako.
Single po ako.
Ang taga sa amin.
Taga sa inyo. So kayong dalawa, kayo lang yung mesh to. Meron?
Wala po.
Wala. Yung mga veterans, meron eh.
Meron yun.
Kwentuhan today at bukas, campus spots naman. Kaya mga kabulero, ito lang ang bulahan na ang tsikahan ay purong katotohanan. Ako po, si Papa Bear Benji Paras. At ako naman si Baby Bear Andre Paras. At ito ang Bolahan! Totoo to!
Hindi namin kayo tatantaran! Excuse me po!
Si...
Guwapings at malakas ang dating hindi lang sa hardcourt mapapansin. Baka ikaw ay ma-in love, ito ang NCAA Heartthrobs.
Hello, I'm Vincent Greg Cunanan, 22 years old, guard from LTU.
I'm Gail Patrick Montaño, small forward, 22 years old ng Lyceum Pirates.
Siyempre, gusto naman namin malaman ano nga ba ang ideal girl for you?
Yung simple lang, tapos siyempre bonus na lang kung may itsura, tapos mabait, yun.
Siguro yung taga Cebu, tapos yung probinsya, tapos mabait, siyempre, mapag-alaga.
Paano naman sa ideal date?
Siguro travel, Siargao.
Anong gusto mong gawin sa Siargao?
Siyempre, beach and yung mga ganap sa gabi, gimmick yun.
Gusto naman namin alamin paano ba manligaw ang isang Vincent Cunanan?
Pakilala mo na agad sa parents para may pressure.
Bagong style yan ngayon, pakilala agad.
Dinadalan ko ng food, nag-movie
Food yung love language mo. Siyempre, alam na namin ang basketball life mo at alam na namin kung paano ka gumalaw sa court. Pero ano pang ibang hobbies mo bukod sa basketball?
Siguro, bonding na lang with family, ganun. Kasi, puro basketball yung ginagawa ko dito sa Manila. Tapos, province, pag-uwi ko dun, bonding na lang with family, friends, ganun.
Mahilig ako matulog eh.
It is a Saturday, November 12, 2022, and we go back inside our venue, the Philoil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City for a brand new weekend of basketball in your NCAA season 98. And as per usual, it is a Saturday doubleheader for you guys featured on GTV, starting our day with this matchup. Both teams, well, located on opposite ends of the team standings. The EAC Generals coming off their second win of the season, facing the hottest team in the league, the back-to-back defending champions, the Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights. Followed by the matchup later on at 3 p.m. for the second game today. Oh, this is going to be a good one. San Beda Red Lions facing the Mapua Cardinals, who are carrying a 4-game winning streak. Mamaya po yan sa ating second game today. Mga kapuso, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok live ngayon on GTV everywhere online as well, YouTube and Facebook, NCAA Philippines. We also have it on Twitter and Facebook. Find us at GMA Sports PH. Good to have us here on the coverage. Magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat mga kapuso. My name is Martin Javier at your service. Got you covered for our first match of this afternoon. Working alongside Baby Bear, Andre Paras here in the broadcast. Welcome to the panel.
Thank you, thank you. And ito na naman, Martin, another exciting weekend for NCAA basketball.
That's right. This is a good start for us. EAC kontra Letran. Pero po, ang magre-report sa magkabilang panig, bringing us the stories from the coaches and the players are our two courtside reporters na kukumpleto sa ating broadcasting. Unahin muna natin ang magre-report para sa EAC Generals. We have here Stephanie Benito. Hello, Stephanie. On the other side, from a first-year courtside reporter now to a second-year courtside reporter and reporting for her alma mater, we got Avia Zunic. Na iba yung hairdo ngayon, may bangsa. Okay, Stephanie, Avia, we'll get to you in just a little bit. Let me go first to Andre here. At pag-usapan na natin itong EAC at Letran. Number 1 team versus the last team right now, number 10, but it should be still a good one.
As of course, a good one kasi kita nga natin, Letran Knights, 11 wins, 3 losses. EAC naman, 2 losses. Sorry, my bad. 2 wins, 13 losses. But the great thing about this here is, if Letran wants to be number 1, obviously, they need to win their remaining games. For EAC naman, yes, they may not have a chance, but like what we mentioned earlier, they are the party crashers.
Party crashers. Party poopers.
In a way. And the good thing about this is that both teams are very similar when they play. If we just don't, talk about the standings right now and we're talking about the game today, I'm very excited to see what they can bring to the table today. Kasi yun nga, they are very similar when it comes to their offense and defense.
Nabanggit mo na, they're very similar, and in their first round encounter, it resulted to a close result.
Close game.
4-point game that went down to the final minute, the final possession. EAC had a chance to tie in the end game. Yun nga lang, nag-turnover dun si JP Maguliano. But it's good to see EAC fight back because they were down big early on. First quarter, second quarter, but Letran holding on for that W.
Ito nga, because both teams, they do well inside the paint. They always look for the high percentage shot inside. Both teams have aggressive bigs that can handle the ball and create shots inside. Yung lamang lang ng Letran is that they do well on the break. They know where their lanes are. They know when to attack and look for the open man. And I want to give a huge props nga dito sa EAC kay Doria. He's a great catch-and-shoot player. He doesn't hesitate. He's very confident in taking those outside shots. Dito naman sa Letran, we have Paraiso and Caralipio. They do well. They're no stranger when it comes to these games, to big games. They attack very well. They're very patient. They can see the floor very well.
That's right. Adam Doria, yun yung breakout performance niya dito sa NCAA Season 98. A dead shot from the outside, 16 points for EAC. But for Letran, nabanggit mo na, King Caralipio, Mr. Consistency for them, providing the goods with 16 points across his name. Let's go first to EAC's result in their previous game, and they beat the Perpetual Altas. Now, it may look close 59-53 win para dito sa EAC. But they led this game all throughout. Okay, they did a great job of maintaining their lead despite losing two key guys. In Allen Liwag, Nat Cosejo, pareho nagkaroon ng ankle injury. And to begin that game, they were already without JP Magoliano and Ralph Bahon. But EAC still came out with their second win of the season.
Yun nga, napansin nga natin, the only time EAC struggled with their offense is with the absence of Liwag when he got injured. They took a while to find their rhythm on offense again, but they did a great job on defense and they adjusted well even with the absence of Liwag. Sa fourth quarter, ang ganda nila pagkabawi kasi they did well with their pick and roll offense kasi since you don't have Liwag ceiling for you getting open, they needed to adjust, which was pick and roll, always attacking, confusing the defense, and always making sure that they find that open man inside the paint for that high percentage shot.
And despite deploying a smaller lineup against one of the best rebounding teams, actually the best rebounding team in the league, in the Perpetual Altas, they out-rebounded the Altas 50-42. And it was, the guards that really, put out the activity. Talagang gang rebounding to prevent second chances for Perpetual and to get them out of rhythm.
Yes, we have Luciano and Baloa. They did very well when it comes to scoring. That is, they're no strangers to that. But makita natin, 4 assists, 5 assists, it's because they see the floor very well. And they don't just see the floor very well on offense, pati rin on defense kasi ang ganda na lang communication nila with one another.
You mentioned Baloa and Luciano already. Meron pa isa. Leading the way for them in that particular matchup is this guy, Art Cosa. Ito, isa sa mga three-point shooters na to, but in that game, he showed us that he can do a lot of things on the court, most especially offensively. A masterpiece dahil na Art ang kanyang pangalan. 14 points, a career high for this guy, and what a breakout performance for him against the Altas.
Yung maganda dito, yes, 2 out of 10 on the 3-point range, pero he made those 3 points when they needed it the most. If I'm not mistaken, third quarter, they struggled with their offense kasi nga of the absence of Liwag, nag-adjust ang Perpetual, pero Cosa was there to make adjustments by cutting, getting open and beyond the arc, and making those shots count.
And hitting timely shots as well para dito sa EAC Generals, allowing them to secure their second win of the season. But sadly, won't be playing today.
That's gonna be a huge, huge problem for this game kasi we have Cosa who's able to step up. But the good thing about this is we have other players today that are sure to be ready to step up for today's game.
That's right, Andre. And now, more from EAC side. We have here their courtside reporter. Unang report niya ngayon, Stephanie Benito. Go ahead.
Salamat, gentlemen. Determination and perfect effort are what the EAC Generals brought to the table last game, which led them to their victory. Nasabi nga sa akin ni team captain and best player last game na si JC Luciano na ang pagkapanalo nila ang isa sa mga greatest achievements nila. That victory gave them the composure they thought they had already lost, and they felt that they are starting to get better in terms of managing themselves mentally. Nadala naman nila sa laban nila ngayon. Kulang naman daw sila noong nakaraan dahil sa injury na na-acquire ni Nat Cosejo at Aden Liwag. Binigay pa rin daw ng team ang 100% best nila at hindi man daw sila makakasama sa Final Four ngayong season. Asahan pa rin daw natin ang mga general na ibibigay ang lahat hanggang sa matapos ang liga dahil para sa kanila, these challenges that they are experiencing are just minor setbacks that would prepare them for their major comeback. Back to the panel.
Stephanie, thank you so much. Ito nga, yung gusto nilang nila ng solid ending to season 98 in preparation for the next season para sa kanila dahil syempre, iba na rin yung nilalaro nila from their first game of the season, the first round. Ngayon, mas maganda yung nagiging ikot nila ngayon.
That is true, I agree with you. And yun nga lang, even if they have absence of their key players today, ang kailangan talaga nila to get this win is by being consistent and just relying on their game plan. Kasi kita naman natin, they are very talented. They adjust very well on offense and defense. So ang kailangan talaga nila ngayon is their consistency.
That's right. And that's especially against the back-to-back defending champions, the hottest team in the league right now, boasting an 8-game winning streak, the Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights. Again, coming off that big win. I covered this game. Wow. It was a crazy finish against the Benilde Blazers. It was close all throughout, but Letran, courtesy of big shots from Kurt Rayson and Luis Sangalang, ended that game on a 14-3 run to sweep the season series over Benilde.
Yes, I was also lucky enough to watch this game. Napansin ko to, Martin, nung they had difficulties in the first
minutes of their game because of the size and strength of CSB on defense. They had difficulty in executing their offense. We know Letran, they love to attack the basket because they know that's where they get their scores. Most of the time with high percentage shots. They do well, though, in closing out shooters from the outside. So if they want to win this game, they need to make sure that they are consistent in doing early work on the bigs, which means they are not allowed to have players enter the paint and score at ease.
That's right. Ito yung final score natin, 74-66. At one point in the fourth quarter, entering the 2 minutes, or the final 2 minutes, it was 63-60 in favor of Benilde. So grabe po yung end game composure netong Letran to put away Benilde for good in that game. And for the Letran Knights, I did mention the performances of two guys for them. Louis Sangalang, Kurt Rayson, coming up with big baskets down the stretch for the defending champions. Hari ng hardcourt, iba ang kumpiyansa nung dalawang to at dinadala nila yan sa last 2 minutes, fourth quarter ng mga laban nila, especially when it's closeout time.
That is true. And when we saw that CSB adjusted on defense, nahihirapan sila umatake, we can rely on Kurt Rayson by making those outside shots. Kaya when CSB got confused, they didn't know what to do with their defense, doon naman pumasok si Sangalang by attacking the basket, getting open inside. So ang ganda ng combination nito.
A lot of that 21 points si Louis Sangalang came in the fourth quarter. Only two guys in double figures for Letran. Kurt Rayson, Louis Sangalang. Pero sasamahan din natin to ng playmaking ni Franyu, who recorded 10 assists in that game, was facilitating all throughout very well and was disrupting the defense of the Benilde Blazers in that particular matchup. And more from our back-to-back defending champions. We have here their courtside reporter, and I'm sure she's very excited to report for her alma mater. We got here Avia Zunic on standby. Avia, go ahead.
Been there, done that. This is what the Letran Knights are holding on to as they enter every game this second round with the hopes of continuing their winning streak. Familiar moments like these make them reminisce about their dominance last season to top off their performances individually and as a team. Na ibahagi nga sa akin ni Brent Paraiso na sila lang din naman daw ang makakatalo sa kanilang mga sarili kung magpapabaya sila sa loob ng court at di pagtatrabahuan ang pagsubok na ibinibigay sa kanila. It may have been a pretty close game between the EAC Generals on their first encounter on round 1, pero asahan daw natin na hindi magpapakaba ang Letran Knights as they will go all out to make this a convincing win. Back to the panel.
Ako, ayun na. May banta na mula dito sa Letran Knights. Avia, maraming salamat. So that's what's coming up next year. Andre, all-out effort mula sa Letran.
And yung magandang Letran, we have EAC. They always give their 100% in any game they play. And like what I say, always basketball, bilog ang bola, anything can happen. So I'm very excited for this game.
That's right. Ito na, susunod na. First quarter na po. EAC kontra Letran. Coming up next, let's now turn it over to our Coliseum announcer for the call out of the players.
Ito po ang inyong NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. Live ngayon sa GTV Worldwide sa pamamagitan ng GMA Pinoy TV at GMA News TV International. At may live streaming pa sa GMANetwork.com, NCAA Philippines website at sa YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Phil Oil Echo Oil Center for the first of today's doubleheader. It is our host school, the Emilio Aguinaldo College versus the Colegio San Juan de Letran in Season 98 Men's Basketball Second Round Eliminations of your NCAA. Let's first meet the starting five of our host, the EAC Generals. At forward, number 5, Adam Doria. The other forward, number 8, JC Luciano. At guard, number 12, Brian Angeles. At center, number 19, Nat Cosejo. In the other guard, number 39,
the starting lineup for the depleted EAC Generals, starting with Joshua Tolentino, their point guard, JC Luciano, Nat Cosejo, Adam Doria, and Brian Angeles. So 2 rookies in the fold here for Coach Oliver Bunyi. Now let's go to the other side. The Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights. Their usual center, rookie Kevin Santos, starting today alongside the strong four in Louis Sangalang, Fran Yu, Brent Paraiso. At meron laging wild card na ginagamit dito si Coach Bonnie Tan. This time it's Kyle Tolentino getting a start again. So that's the Letran Knights. 8-game winning streak, 11 wins, number 1 team in the league. EAC Generals at 2-13. Ricord Guaron, the crew chief today, FIBA International Referee, Jemar Caliedo, and Yamin Alap, parehong national referee, kasama po ni Sir Ricor. All right, first quarter, second round matchup between EAC and Letran. This is host school versus defending champions. Getting ready to square off in our first offering on a Saturday. Live na live tayo ngayon sa GTV, online everywhere, NCAA Philippines and GMA Sports PH. De Santos, Cosejo jumping it up. Santos winning the tip, and we're off and running. First quarter underway. Ito po sa loob ng Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. You guys, with Martin Rivera, alongside Baby Bear, Andre Perez, 2 courtside reporters, Stephanie Benito, and Avia Zunic at courtside. Mamaya po, and mag-report na sila. Letran Knights, they want to duplicate a fast start that they had against EAC in the first round. Okay.
Exactly, we can see Fran already pulling up at the mid-range. Not really his shot when it comes to the first minutes of the game kasi we all know Letran loves to attack the painted area, pero kita nga natin ang ganda na kagad ng defense ng EAC.
Fran Yu struggled a little bit offensively against Benil, but again, I mentioned earlier, he did have 10 assists and 9 rebounds. Just didn't get his usual shots in that game against Benil, but Louis Sangalang had his way all throughout, and he'll start the scoring in this one. Louis scores that one off the window.
That's one way to get your rhythm going. Sangalang is no stranger when it comes to his post-up game. EAC just needs to do a better job in doing early work sa kanilang mga bigs.
Well, that forward pass is too strong. That was thrown by Brent Paraiso, immediately apologizing to Fran Yu, who is up ahead. Sayang, this day up yan. Ito yung dalawang coaches natin. Coach Oliver Bunyi and Coach Bonnie Tan. I think Coach Oliver, this is his, if I'm not mistaken, third season. Parehong third season itong head coaches natin. Nakawala si Angeles. Rejected up top by Sangalang.
Kita nga natin yung aggressiveness ng EAC, and I'm not surprised, like we mentioned earlier, they are similar when it comes to offense because they both love to attack the painted area.
And that's the first three-point field goal for the Letran Knights. Kyle Tolentino nailing it.
That was a great shot by Kyle Tolentino, knowing that his team, Letran, cannot attack the basket right now. Meron naman silang adjustment outside.
And EAC can't buy a basket. Adam Doria missing from the corner. Brian Angeles snatching it away from Sangalang. And Angeles will wait. Tolentino is open. Tolentino knocks it down. So that's a counter three-pointer for the rookie, Joshua Tolentino. And here's Paraiso. David Santos facing up against Luciano. Will attack him. Fadeaway shot. Goes in. So Kevin Santos getting on the board early. And we now go to EAC's side. Ito naka-standby sa atin si Stephanie Benito. Stephanie, go ahead.
Salamat, Martin. Facing Letran today is a short-handed EAC Generals with some of the players put under health and safety protocols while the others obtained injury. We have 5 players or members which will not be playing today as they are placed under health and safety protocol, namely JP Magagliano, Ralph Bahon, Erlan Umpad, Jethro Bacod, and Art Cosa. Alan Liwag, on the other hand, will not be playing due to a left ankle injury he obtained last game. Some of the members which were under observation kung makakalaro all throughout are Nat Cosejo, Mac Baloa, and Christian Cabuat following the injuries they obtained. Coach Oliver Bunyi, however, remains hopeful that the remaining of the Generals can make it through the game with a good fight. Back to the gentleman.
Maraming salamat, Stephanie. They only have 9 to 10 players available today for Coach Oliver Bunyi. And losing key guys like that, and against the defending champions, it's going to be an uphill battle, Andre.
I agree, an uphill battle, but the beauty of all of this is that we will be seeing players who will step up into this game. That is no doubt, kasi kulang na nga kayo, ang kailangan nyo lang talaga is to be aggressive and just stick with the game plan.
That's right. Earlier, it was Kyle Tolentino, 1 out of 2. Good scoring from both teams in the first 3 minutes of the first quarter. So far, maganda yung nagiging pacing natin. Brian Angeles. May tangan ng bola, ripped away and stolen by Fran Yu. Yu will now set the table for Letran. Yu gets the separation and the jumper to go.
Kita nga natin dito, Martin, both teams are struggling entering the paint, but ang ganda na ng adjustment na lang. Both teams have good adjustments by making those mid-range shots.
Yeah, it's 10-5 now for Letran. Push shot, di papasok para kay Cosejo, pero nakauna na siya kanina. Off the glass, yung kanyang push shot, pumasok for EAC's 5th point. Yu try to do a nutmeg, hindi gagana. Hinanap ulit si Sanggalang. Louis here, backing down. Sending it out to Paraiso for 3. Too strong. Rebound secured by Luciano.
This is what Letran does well. If they can have a good look inside the paint, they will make sure to kick it out to a player who is open.
And not Cosejo. This will be the theme all throughout the game for EAC. His 4th point already. And he's off to a solid start. There's the high low. Santos inside Sanggalang scoop and the hoop off the glass.
Beautiful offense from Letran, making sure that they get that high percentage shot inside the paint.
Again, both teams. Maganda yung percentage from the field so far. Luciano, they swing it to the open Tolentino. In and out that time. Here comes Fran Yu. Yu. All going straight to the basket. Just missed the layup. Naghahanap ng foul si Yu. Hindi binigay. And there's a whistle away from the basketball. It's against Kyle Tolentino as he was trying to guard and shield Adam Doria. Timeout called by Coach Bonnie Tan. They're up by 5.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer nyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga pa?
All right, 12-7. Let's now go to our key matchup today. The Manila Boys. Ito, Fran Yu kontra Joshua Tolentino, the veteran versus the rookie. Joshua Tolentino being the rookie, and of course Fran Yu, one of the best players in the league. Tolentino mula sa Tondo, Yu naman mula sa Tambunting, Manila. Napakagandang matchup sa point guard position.
Sobrang ganda ng matchup ito. We can see Tolentino, even as a rookie, he contributes 4 points per game, 2 rebounds a game. Nakita naman natin yung aggressiveness niya on offense and defense. Si Fran Yu naman is no stranger when it comes to these things. Kasi grabe naman ang contribution. The way he sees the floor, the way he facilitates and always finds his open teammate and creates great shots for himself.
That's right. Yan po yung aabangan natin, yung mga numero maya-maya. Here's Brian Angeles from the corner. No good. Cosejo almost getting them another chance, rather. Now let's go to Letran's side as they set up their offense here. Puntahan natin si Avia Zurich. Avia, go ahead.
Martin and Andre, I don't know about you gentlemen, pero usong-uso sa mga bagets ngayon ang salitang manifesting at sinisigurado ni Cal Tolentino na nakakasabay siya sa uso dahil ito ang kanyang bukang bibig kanina sa dugout. Recently lang daw na nangyari na every before game, talagang kinakausap niya ang kanyang sarili just to give positive affirmations to set the mood and feel good. He manifests 2 things for today's game, and number 1 is that the team will be able to execute the plays well, and number 2 is that they will compete strong with all of the players safe and healthy at the end of the game. Ngayon, ang tanong, gaano kaya ka-effective ang newfound game day ritual ni Cal Tolentino? Ito ang dapat natin alamin. Balik sa inyo.
Avia, thank you so much. Ang tanong, nagmamanifest ka rin ba? Never lang. Ano maganda yung start dito ni Cal Tolentino? So it means it's working. The positive vibes that he's attracting for his team, the affirmations, and lahat po yan will come together for Letran. And all of the things are said and done here. Louis Sanggalang able to score. that time around, biggest lead for Letran at 7 points.
Ito, ang ganda ng offense ng Letran. Easy look inside the paint. EAC naman kind of struggling with their defense. Not like in the first few minutes of the first quarter. So kailangan talaga nila ngayon is to communicate and do early work.
That's right. And they need to variate their offense as Paraiso scores on the break plus the foul. A conventional three-point play coming up for Brent. And this is the game plan for Letran Knights. Turn up the pace. Pero ito muna, si Louie Sanggalang attacking Luciano. Knows he has the height and strength advantage that time and took care of business on their end.
EAC Letran, similar when it comes to offense, always loves to attack the basket, getting that high percentage shot. Pero yung lamang lang dito ng Letran is their speed when it comes to the transition. Yung kanilang fast break, grabe, ang bilis nila. They run their lanes, they don't clog up any lanes, kaya they always find that open man on the break.
And then Paraiso completing the three-point play. Our first double-digit lead of the game, care of the Letran Knights. Nico Kinal, pumasok na kanina. Para dito sa EAC Generals, he will now do the facilitating. He replaced Joshua Tolentino. Macmaloa, what an excellent game against Perpetual. Dropping it off to Russell Dominguez inside.
Beautiful offense from the EAC. They're not falling in love with their outside shots and making it work inside by looking for that open man.
Havilionar, Sanggalang, back to Havilionar. Good passing from Letran's big man. Louie Sanggalang. Bringing out the telescope, finding Havilionar on the other side. It's back to a 10-point lead.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Need to Know, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know. Here's what you need to know.
Watch Need to Know, available on GMA News Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We're back to the coverage. Your NCAA Season 98 live right now on GTV. This was the find to Russell Dominguez. Hanap mula kay Macbaloa. Anong execution dito ng Letran? Paraiso, Havilionar, back. Or Sanggalang rather, back to Havilionar that time. And current winning streak natin in the NCAA, ang hottest teams, Letran with 8, league leading to. Kasunod nila Mapua with a 4-game winning streak, and LPU with back-to-back wins. So that's what's at stake here for Letran. Is it going to continue, or is it going to end today? Mentes mula sa kabila. Now it's EAC's turn to retaliate. Let's see if they can chip into this lead. Nico Kinal, floater in the lane.
That's one way to break the defense. What a way to attack and making sure he finds a high percentage shot.
And Nico Kinal, today's backup point guard for EAC. As you see Coach Bonitan on your screens. Again, EAC will not be having the services of Art Cosa, who was their leading scorer against Perpetual. Tommy Olivario pumasok na para sa Letran. Pinalitan si Franyu. Redson from the corner. No go. And rebound secured by Andre Doria.
I just noticed EAC switch to their zone defense. Looks like they want to have Letran make those outside shots. Kaya yung shot kanina was a good shot because they were able to rebound and execute their defense very well.
There's Redson. They had good three-point shooters on this team. And one of those guys is this one. Kinkaralipio. That time he drove it and flipped it up and in.
Okay, EAC will need to adjust now. If they want to have those outside shots took by Letran, they need to make sure kung the drive nila, they need to do a better job in helping out.
And Mr. Underrated and Mr. Consistency, itong si King Caralipio, able to drive and score for Letran that time. It's a 10-point lead. Andre Doria will go to the free throw line, take 2 shots. Kobe Monhe will check in. replacing Sangalang for the Knights. Andre Doria stepping into the free throw line. Andre is number 35. Si Adam, yung kanyang twin, yun yung may jersey number 5. So para lang, siyempre, ba't magkamukha silang dalawa? Yeah, Doria twins po yan. Very hard to distinguish them. Tell them apart, pero yung number na lang nila gawin yung reference.
Of course, it's just the number. You can see the difference because they play the same, very aggressive, and I'm very excited that they are playing with us today in today's game.
From Adamson High School, itong dalawang to. Good steal and anticipation from Dominguez. That led to a turnover for Letran. Kinal, Luciano for 3. But with too strong that time around, Caralipio pulls down the board. And here comes Olivario. Rayson, difficult shot. He buries it.
Even if EAC is giving the 2-3 zone sa Letran, we can still see the aggressiveness of Letran. They are doing their best to attack. Kung hindi man sila umabot sa painted area, they can still look forward to that mid-range number.
Minsan, naisip ko parang mas gusto ni Rayson yung may bantay.
It looks, if it's tough, for some reason, he makes it look easier.
Yeah. Russell Dominguez, his second basket of the game.
Very impressed with the way Dominguez is playing, even with the absence of Liwat. Ang ganda ng kanyang contribution, seeing the floor and making sure he gets inside for that better position for that scoring opportunity.
Caralipio easily navigating through the defense that time for his second hoop. So the lead is back up to 11, under a minute remaining in the opening frame. Andre Doria, the step back 3. Oh, Andre Doria knocks it down.
Pavilion are already doing a great job with closing out, pero Doria making it look easier with that shot. So kita naman natin ang ganda kasi ng offense ng EAC.
That was a very confident triple from Andre Doria. Olivario unworks. No good. Paloa pulls it down, and the game clock is running. Shot clock is off. They only have 14 seconds. EAC can opt to take the final shot of the first quarter. Paloa. 6 seconds, crossover, drive, sends it out, Kinal for 3. Short, and a rebound for Havillonar. That's how we will end the first 10 minutes of action in this game. Only our first offering on a brand new basketball weekend in your NCAA Season 98, EAC versus Letran. It is the defending champions holding on to this lead. As we take a look at some of the highlights, yun yung huling basket natin kanina. Andre Doria with a step back 3 to cut the lead down to 8. But Letran again, this is a comfortable margin for them going into the second quarter.
Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Hi, surprise guest!
Hello.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang artista?
Pwede.
Politiko?
No.
Athlete?
Yes!
Surprise guest, is that you, Kylene?
Yes po!
Wow, tumama ako, yay!
Bye-bye.
Igan, grabe ka!
Congratulations on your new program!
Ate V!
NCAA Season 98 live on GTV on a Saturday. Good to have you with us. Second quarter begins between EAC and Letran. Martin Rivera alongside Andre Paras here in the broadcast. And we'll start with that basket from JC Luciano, not wasting time. Oh, Coach Yuri, spotted. Maaga-maaga, nandito na. Head coach of the San Pedro Red Lions, Coach Yuri Escueta, watching as he waits for their turn to take the court. Of course, he'll be in action in her second game facing the Mapua Cardinals. Again, Mapua, a team that's still trying to catch up and trying to be in the mix in that Final Four race. They're on a 4-game winning streak. They're not out of it just yet. But the only team na po pwede nilang mahabol dito Andre, ang kanilang mga kalaban mamaya, San Beda.
And this is really an exciting way to see how things will play out because both teams are doing their homework. We can see Coach Jerry already scouting, watching already. So kung gusto nyo, like what you mentioned, if you guys want to be part of the mix, you just need to do your homework, be consistent, and make sure alam mo yung ginagawa.
And San Beda will try to bounce back off a tough loss against the LPU Pirates. They lost by 1. And it was another epic comeback for LPU in that game dahil majority abante itong San Beda dun sa laban na yun. Pero balik tayo dito sa game natin between EAC and Letran. Pau Havillonar na naka-Lebrons, ha? Havillonar, 1 out of 2. Maybe they're call your way pa naman ito.
Ganda ng sapatos. And also, I love the aggressiveness of Havillonar. And you know how we can see how aggressive he is? Yung mga sugat niya sa bibig. Nakailang tama na siya, but he doesn't back down. And that's what I love about this kid is that he is very aggressive on defense. So kita nga natin ang kanyang contribution on the court.
Oh, JC Luciano with a face-up jumper. He rattles it home, and it's a 4-point game. But you're right, back-to-back games, natamaan sa mukha itong si Pau Havillonar eh.
And for some reason, pag natatamaan siya, mas gumaganda laro niya. The way he gets pumped, I just don't know if that's what he needs, but hopefully not. Pero yun nga talaga, I give props to his aggressiveness.
I don't think he's playing 100% as well. As we take a look at this face-up jumper by JC Luciano, his second bucket of the second quarter. And that's Kobe Monhe off the catch. So Monhe not donning the mask anymore. Because for the most part of the season, meron po siya ng carbon fiber mask dahil dun sa face injury na nakuha niya nung off-season. So now let's go to EAC side. We have an update in the second quarter from Stephanie Benito. Stephanie, go ahead.
Salamat, Martin. Aminado ang EAC Generals na mahirap daw talagang kalabanin ang defending champions na Letran Knights. Pero ang baon daw nila para sa laro ngayon ay yung kumpiyansang bitbit nila mula sa pagkapanalo nila last game at ang close-knit scores nila laban sa Letran noong first round. Mananatiling kulang man ang mga general para sa araw na ito. Sandigan pa rin daw ng team ang isa't isa. Ito ang sabi sa akin kanina ni team captain JC Luciano. Hindi daw dapat maging rason ang pagkawala ng iba pa, hindi nila ibigay ang best nila. Game-wise, sabi naman ni Coach Oliver Buni, kaninang timeout ang depensa daw ang dapat nilang pagdiinan to make it through this quarter. Back to the panel.
Maraming salamat, Stephanie. As you were delivering your report, it was JC Luciano scoring that one high off the glass. And another three-point play opportunity for him. Pero parang yung sinabi ni Stephanie kanina, kumpiyansa ang EAC kasi first round encounter nila with Letran, closed game. And now, really, there's no pressure pag naglalaro sila ngayon kasi nothing to lose sila.
Exactly.
They're not in the mix, so they can play loosely.
Play loosely. And speaking of loosely, grabe Luciano, we know him as a player who loves to attack, facilitate the floor. Pero kita ka natin, siya yung first option sa offense nila. He's ceiling as a guard. He's doing his best in backing down defenders. And ang ganda ng kanyang contribution because he sees the floor very well and he creates very well for himself and for his team as well.
And he gets the rebound right there. Ahead to Cosejo. Touchdown for Nat. EAC within 2. Ito, pakinggan naman natin ang update mula sa side ng Letran. Tingnan natin kung anong plano dito ni Coach Bonitan. Go ahead, Avia.
If there is one thing that Coach Bonitan consistently reminds the Letran Knights, it is just as simple as think of every game as your final game until you finally reach your goal, which is the championship. Yes, it is true that the Letran Knights approaches the season one game at a time, but it is inevitable for them to think advance and see their bright futures ahead. Hindi naman daw sinisita ni Coach Boni ang kanyang inspired players dahil ganito sila mag-isip, but he keeps them humble, telling them na bilog ang bola at kahit ano ay unexpected at pwede mangyari. Lalo na ngayon that the EAC Generals are stepping up. You're right, Martin, that this is a comfortable lead for the Letran Knights, but Coach Bonitan just told his team na hindi porket nakakashoot sila ay papabayaan na ang kalaban maka-score. Balik sa inyo.
Avia, thank you so much. Comfortable when we started the first quarter, but EAC has come alive in the second frame. Not Cosejo scoring that time. JC Luciano with all of his 7 points in the second frame. EAC has only scored 9. 7 from Luciano, 2 from Cosejo, and Letran needs to address this quickly.
Yes.
Kasi naglalaho na yung lamang nila.
And we can see Letran, they are kind of struggling with their offense, pero they make it work by creating for themselves during broken plays. Pero itong EAC naman, bumabawi sila sa fast break and the way they execute their plays. So nakita talaga natin that EAC is not backing down for this competition.
And you can tell that EAC has adjusted defensively as well, as Luciano misses that time. Last touch on Sanggalang. Another chance for EAC. They have 8 on their clock. Brian Angeles coming in for Russell Dominguez, who provided solid minutes off the bench for Coach Oliver Bunyi. 7 minutes, 4 points for Russell, and a rebound. Luciano thinking about the 3. He knocked it down anyway. So now EAC is in front for the first time in the game, 29-28.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Partial halftime performance. Tapos sa isa nating mga stars sa Kapuso Network, Mr. Raver Cruz!
Raver Cruz, if he's not on the hardcore playing, he's on the hard court.
Yun.
Gonna be dancing, performing. I can't wait to watch this, Martin.
Mr. Raver Cruz, abangan niyo po yan.
Idol.
Mga Kapuso, idol yan. Idol na idol yan. What an offering for us in the first game today, 29-28. So, they're sticking with the call. It's a 3-pointer for Luciano. So EAC, this is officially their first lead, first taste of the lead. And Paraiso couldn't get it back for Letran. Bravo. And ball goes outside. Hindi inabot yan ni Kent Ariar.
And looking at the defense of EAC, that's a 1-2-2 zone. That was the shot they wanted Letran to take. And Letran obviously falling for it, taking the shot. So EAC has the chance to score and create right now because they have all the confidence right now because they're doing well on defense and on offense.
Game plan is working for EAC, although that time, first shot ang nakuha nila mula kay Luciano. It is with Kurt Rayson. Points this quarter, 12-3. Care of EAC. Caralillo unleashes. Short. And a foul on the rebound. Is it gonna be on Cosejo? Yeah. A double foul ang tinawag dito. Sanggalang and not Cosejo. Called for the double foul. So possession will go to EAC.
Kita nga natin Letran with the back-to-back outside shots. This is the shot that EAC wants them to take. So for Letran, they need to adjust by rolling to the baskets, trying to set screens. I know it's a zone, it's hard to attack, but they got to do their best in adjusting because that's what they're well known for. So tingnan natin sa next possession kung makaka-adjust ang Letran.
And ito si Nat Cosejo. That familiar push shot goes in again. It is now a 3-point lead for EAC.
Ito nga Letran was able to adjust on defense but EAC making them pay with their mid-range shot. So ang ganda ng adjustment ng EAC sa kanilang offense on that part.
It's been a 14-point turnaround in the first half after being down by as many as 11. EAC is now up. Kanina 3, ngayon isa na lang. Pinawasan ni Luis Sanggalang.
Now that's the adjustment you want to see. Don't take outside shots yet. Si Sanggalang, what a way to read the defense, seal, and get his shot going with a high percentage shot inside the paint.
A 14-5 run in the second quarter. Ooh. Yeah, initial call. Tinawagan ng unsportsmanlike foul. Itong si Luis Sanggalang. Inabot sa mukha itong si Nat Cosejo. We'll see the action here. So, JC Luciano recovering. And then, oh yun muna, tumba. si Joshua Tolentino, and then Cosejo bumomba. Yeah, as Louis was trying to slap the ball away from Cosejo, inabot yung mukha ni Nat.
Well, we saw the replay nga. I mean, yes, it's great. It's nice to be aggressive, but sa mga ganyang plays, you just have to be careful with the fouls kasi dikit ang laban. You are needed in this game, so you have to be careful with the fouls you make.
So, it's a non-sportsmanlike foul on Luis Sangalang. Initially, tinawag yan ng ating national referee na si Jimar Taliedo. It was confirmed by Giamin Alap na isinignal niya dun sa ating scorer's table. Okay, so Louis will be whistled for this one. And not the best timing as well for Letran because they're slumping here in the second frame. EAC, on the other hand, building a big momentum. And now they're on top. So, yeah, Coach Boni trying to address his players here. But again, ultimately, cooler heads prevailing. Hindi naman nag-escalate yung situation. And Coach Boni, I think he's sticking with this guy. Kasi may, from one angle, Andre, pwede naman mang sabihin, you know, Louis was going for the ball.
Yes.
Right? Inabot nga lang talaga.
But before that happened, there was another physical contact before that, so I'm not sure which one they are calling a foul on. Pero obviously, meron yan kay Cosejo, but sa first part, I just want to know kung anong tawag nila doon.
Yung bagsak itong si Joshua Tolentino. So, Nat Cosejo, I think it's gonna be Louis' contact with Nat. So, pagpapahingahin muna ni Coach Boni si Louis Sangalang at Nat Cosejo steps into the free throw line here for a couple of shots.
Missing that free throw. Looks like he got shaken up on that foul. And, you know, Sangalang is now sitting. Tough loss now right now for the time for him sitting now. Kasi he's doing well offensively and defensively. So, ang kailangan na lang is mag-step up yung nag-sub sa kanya. So, I'm curious na lang to see how their game plan will be adjusted with this happening.
And Louis Sangalang is actually their leading scorer today, 8 points for Louis. Nat Cosejo, a 64% free throw shooter, missed both. So it stays a 1-point game, 31-30. And the shot clock is down to 7. Ryan Angeles missed the open guy, forced a shot. Ariar securing the board for the Knights.
You can see Luciano kind of, I wouldn't say disappointed because I think that was the play they drew. Ang ganda niyang pick and pop. He was open at the wing pero hindi na bigay sa kanya. But still, gotta love the aggressiveness of EAC attacking. But yun nga lang, there are 3 blue shirts on him. So I think the best decision right now is to give it to your hot player, which is Luciano at the moment.
And it was Angeles running into a crowd as opposed to Luciano was left wide open. So Franyu papasok ulit dito sa ating laban.
Oh, a free throw.
So Joshua Tolentino is at the line.
Dominguez coming in for the Generals.
Dominguez pumasok.
Technical free throw for Joshua Tolentino.
Or there's a tech. Okay, there's a technical on Letran. So Tolentino will take and makes it. Rookie point guard for EAC taking care of the free throw. 32-30. And 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Franyu. They go to the left flank. Caralipio. EAC still playing a zone. Yu attacks. Yu sends it in. Masikip ang depensa ng EAC. And here comes Joshua Tolentino.
I'm glad EAC stuck with the zone knowing that Sangalang is out because Sangalang was one of the bigs who can only break the zone pero ngayon nagsistruggle ang Letran with their offense with the zone. So ang ganda ng adjustment ng EAC sa kanilang depensa.
And the man of the quarter for the Generals, JC Luciano, continuing to be aggressive. attacking Ariar that time, able to draw the foul. And 2 chances at the line for JC. Again, this is the captain of EAC, JC Luciano. Scored 12 points, pulled down 9 rebounds, and dished out 4 assists in their previous game against Perpetual, although he missed his first shot there.
What I love about JC is in the previous games, he gets his teammates involved. He sees the floor very well. Pero dito, I'm sure he did his homework from the first round kasi kita niya yung mga weak points ng Letran. That's why he's attacking very well from the right side. He's able to post up, able to drive and also get open during his pick and pop. So ang ganda ng adjustment niya. So hopefully he stays consistent and at the same time, his teammates get his energy as well.
But if you're EAC, you gotta keep it going and convert from the free throw area as well. Fran Yu missing. Rayson almost getting that. Oh, we gotta push. Si Dominguez ang tatawagan dito. So Rayson will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Rafael Go replacing King Caralipio.
Oh, I'm here. I'm curious to see if EAC will stick with their zone because knowing that Go is also a fantastic post-up player.
Yeah.
So he can break any man-to-man or zone defense. So I want to see the adjustment of Go here. I'm very excited to see that.
So Kurt Rayson, an 80% free throw shooter, averages a little over 11 points per game in season 98. And 4 rebounds, 2.5 assists for Kurt Rayson, 2 for 2 that time. All tied up, 32 apiece. And what has been, again, a close game between EAC and Letran, just like their first round encounter. Tolentino sends it out. Fran Yu giving up the foul. And Josh Tolentino will head to the free throw line again.
Lucky for EAC, a foul was called, but they need to do a better job when it comes to controlling the ball because they have a lot. Letran has a lot of sneaky defenders. Ang ganda ng timing. We have Paraiso in you who can steal that ball. And the thing is, pag nakuha nila ang bola, they will run, they will leak out. So EAC will just need to do a better job in holding the ball. So for me, personally, your adjustment, maybe take care of the ball by doing a handoff or making sure you see where your defender is at before you drive or dribble the ball.
But so far, both teams in the penalty, Andre, it's been EAC who has been taking advantage of this situation. They've had numerous attempts here in the second frame. 11 in total. They've converted 5. But Letran, you know, that's something they can do as well.
And kita nga natin, EAC is with their zone again and Letran falling for it by falling in love with the outside shot. So what they need to do right now is really attack the basket and look for open players inside the paint.
And how about EAC getting into the passing lanes every time the ball goes in for Letran? Lagi may tumatapik papalabas to disrupt the inside play. Paraiso was able to recover and able to draw the foul in the process. 2 free throws coming up for Brent. So, wow, first quarter for Letran, they were red hot, 81%. This quarter, it dipped. It's a night and day performance in the first and second frame for the Knights. Only 14% shooting here in the second frame.
This is not a surprise because they are taking the shots that EAC wants them to take because of the zone. So the only way to break the zone is if you make sure your players, your post players are cutting underneath or having players move without the ball to confuse the defense. On the good part also of EAC, ang ganda na ng communication nila and like what you mentioned, they always see the passing lane.
That's right. Oh, hang time! Joshua Tolentino, that's our key matchup against Fran Yu on the break. 36-33. Yu, babawi dito. Paraiso lets it fly. No. And that's the thing as well for Letran. They haven't established themselves from the three-point area.
Exactly. But we have key players like Grayson, Calaripio, Paraiso. They make those big threes when it matters. But the thing is, they are struggling because with the defense of EAC, it's a zone defense. So what I like about EAC, they are being consistent and not switching up. Yeah, they still have the lead.
So it's a 3-point lead. A turnover, though, for the Generals. When we return, it's going to be Letran basketball.
Life hasn't been easy lately. So we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing
Oh, ito na. River Cruz! Woo! Grabe naman po. Later, his dance floor is gonna be center court at the Phil-Oil Eco Oil Center later on. River Cruz. Juliverse coming up, by the way. So,
excited for that.
Yeah. That's a good concert. Mamaya po, abangan yung performance si Mr. River Cruz at the halftime break. Meantime, we still have 2 minutes and 40 seconds in the first half in this battle between EAC and Letran. And we are seeing tremendous effort from EAC here in the second quarter. They're outscoring the back-to-back defending champions 19-8 in the second frame. And just forcing Letran to be a three-point shooting team in the second. Here's Ariar from mid-range. Too strong, Dominguez snatching the board. And here's Joshua Tolentino. Dominguez providing a screen. That's going to be an offensive foul on the screen. Thought he had position. But a referee, well, says otherwise.
Gotta be careful with your fouls. Wala na nga si Liwag, you're one of their go-to bigs. But, you know, what a way to be aggressive. Pero mag-ingat na lang sa fouls kasi kailangan ka talaga ng team dito.
Oh, the breakaway. Beautiful find. Kurt Rayson to go underneath.
There you go. They're not falling in love with the outside shots. And what a way to create. They didn't call a play. They just read the defense. And what a way to position yourself for the high percentage shot inside the paint.
Luciano. Tolentino, it's a one-point game. Last 2 minutes natin dito sa first half. Paloa. Luciano puts it on the floor. Luciano from mid-range. No good. Battle through the board. It ends up with go. Dominguez getting a hand on it. In a jump ball situation. It goes back to Letran.
I've noticed, if I'm not mistaken, Letran is giving EAC a taste of their own menacing. Nag-zone na rin ang Letran. Pero ito naman with EAC, nakaka-adjust naman sila because they're able to attack the painted area. But yun nga lang, their shots are not falling. Ito naman sa Letran, zone na ng binibigay ng EAC. Open shots outside but they're not connecting. But it'll be a different story like what you mentioned kung makonect nila. So both teams are struggling when it comes to the zone. So it looks like ito ang kanilang weakness in today's quarter.
Rayson from the parking lot finds the bottom of the net. Kurt Rayson for 3.
And this is what you mentioned earlier. That's the shot they want you to take. Pero ngayon pumapasok na. So you have to put a body up on the shooters of Letran.
7 points for Kurt Rayson. And here's Joshua Tolentino. Tolentino uncorks. There was a foul whistled. It's against Brent Paraiso. And that's while Tolentino was taking a 3. Here's Kurt Rayson. Oh, he's got that shot from the parking lot. Kurt Rayson was able to knock it down. Only the second triple of the game for Letran. But Joshua Tolentino, na-foul siya doon. Brent Paraiso. So, has a chance to cancel the three-pointer of Rayson earlier.
Exactly. And the thing here is, 1 minute, 15 seconds, still a long time. Both teams on penalty, kailangan nyo talaga mag-ingat kasi dikit na nga ang laban and your key players are the ones getting fouled. So you really have to be patient and huwag masyadong gigil.
9 points for Josh Tolentino. Really taking on this challenge against brand new at the point guard spot. 2 for 2, 10 points. He is in double figures. And he is the second guy to reach that for EAC. First one was JC Luciano. 10 points silang dalawa. Tolentino now with 11. So 39-38, EAC back in front. Nico Quinal pumasok para kay Tolentino. Baloa is also in the game for EAC. For Letran, it's Neil Guarino in the game. Yu Sends it in. Ariar lost it.
Wow, I really love the defense of EAC. It looks like they're doing a 1-2-2 zone, pero this time they have one player on Rayson who is their hot shooter. So ito, zone na nga, mahihirapan pa ang Letran with the outside shot. Yun na lang, ang kailangan ng Letran is to adjust and see who can be their next go-to guy for that outside shot.
Tingnan natin naman kung paano ang diskarte dito ng EAC. They have a chance to extend their lead right before we end the first half. Push shot. Postejo puts it in.
Letran doing a great job on defense, pero yung nga lang EAC making those tough shots look easy. Those aren't the shots they want to take, pero wala, pumapasok. I guess luck is on their side at this quarter.
Third guy on double figures for EAC. Rayson. No. And last touch on JC Luciano.
Gotta give props to the bigs of Letran. Even though their shots are not falling in, they're still aggressive and trying to get their shot to get that second chance.
It's been on EAC in the second frame. They have the 3-point lead. They'll review this because it looked very close. But the initial call was he was off. I think Adam Doria, yung tinuro ng official natin, si Adam daw, from over the top. So 41-38 with 19.6 seconds remaining. Kaming quarters natin. 25-17 after the first quarter in favor of Letran. And then now, second frame natin, 24-13 dominance for EAC. Which is why we have a 3-point game.
And you can already see this playing out because of the consistency of EAC. And I don't think I've seen JC Luciano take a breather. He's been controlling the pace of the EAC, and ang ganda ng kanyang contribution dito. And I won't be surprised if he does not rest in the future. Well, obviously, they have 19 seconds left. Pero kung tuloy-tuloy lang ang laro niya, grabe talaga ang pagiging contagious ng kanyang energy because his other teammates as well are being present in offense and on defense as well.
So, EAC will have it. Last touch dito. Ayun. Hindi. Si Rafael Godao ang tinawag na last touch doon.
Oh, can't argue with that. Dito na nga sa replay natin.
But you're right. Luciano has played almost all of the 10 minutes dito sa ating second quarter. So far, he's played 9 minutes and 42 seconds. So, nagpahinga siguro siya 5 seconds lang sa second quarter.
Baka mali pa ngayon sa gano'n. Hindi, coach, kaya ko pa eh.
Tapos pinasok siya ulit.
And this is what you want to see. He's the team captain, and what a way to facilitate the floor and show and make your presence felt in this game. Not backing down from the competition.
That's right. Akbalawa to the free throw line. Ito, may iniindang injury to. Sa kanyang either neck or shoulder area. This is both. 5 seconds for you. Sidestep, send it out. Rayson, no. Offensive rebound. Nagaluhan si Guarino, pero hindi maipapasok ang tira. And that's how we will end the first 20 minutes of action in our first game today. EAC Generals with a huge fight back in that second quarter. They outscored Letran 24-13, and now they're back in front 41-38. Later, it's going to be Raver Cruz taking center court and our pep squads as well. Yan po ang inyong dapat abangan sa pagbabalik ng NCAA Season 98 live on GTV.
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang artista?
Pwede.
Politiko?
No.
Athlete?
Yes!
And now, to provide us an all-out halftime performance this afternoon, let's give a warm NCAA welcome to one of the brightest stars in the Juliverse concert at the Newport Performance Arts Theater on November 26th. Kapuso Total Heartthrob, Raver Cruz with a PhD, Dancers.
I don't like the way he's looking at you. I'm starting to think you want him too. Am I crazy? Have I lost you? Even though I know you love me, can't help it. I turn my team music up and I'm puffing my chest. I'm getting ready to face you. Can call me obsessed. It's not your fault that they ever. I mean no disrespect. It's my right to be hellish. I still get jealous. Everybody wants to see you, that's why. I still get jealous. You're too sexy, beautiful. Everybody wants to see you, that's why. I wish you didn't have to post it out. I wish you save a little bit just for me. Protective or possessive, yeah. Truly passive or aggressive. I turn my chin, music up, and I'm puffing my chest. I'm getting ready to face you. You call me obsessed. It's not your fault that they ever. I mean no disrespect. It's my right to be hellish. I still get jealous. Everybody wants to see you, that's why. I still get jealous. 'Cause you're too sexy, beautiful. Everybody wants to see you, that's why. Oh. You're the only one invited. Said there's no one else for you. 'Cause you know I get excited. Yeah, when you get jealous, I turn my chin music up and I'm puffing my chest. I'm getting ready to face you. Can call me obsessed. Is that your fault? It's my right to be hellish. I still get jealous. Oh, baby, that's why. I still get jealous. You're too sexy, beautiful. Everybody wants to see you, that's why. Oh. Yeah. That's right. You're too sexy, beautiful. Everybody wants to see you, that's right. I still get jealous.
Looking for news and latest information?
Yung pala almost more than a minute na pala ako hindi humihinga.
Watch GMA News and Public Affairs. Stand for truth.
The digital newscast where you can find the biggest stories of the week.
Binabaril kami talaga pag nasalaot kami. So kami, ano ang laban namin doon?
Dalawang ranger po namin ay pinagpuputokan po ng baril.
In-depth documentaries on issues, special reports,
and analysis on local and global affairs.
Mukhang hindi naman seryoso si Presidente na terminate yung MBFA.
Na wala tayong asahan sa Western Pharmaceuticals kasi nabili na yun eh.
That matter for every Filipino.
Oh, so good.
Gusto na lang daw po niyang umuwi na. Doon na lang daw po siya mamatay sa Pilipinas.
Empowered by young producers and innovative mobile journalists.
Catch us at GMA News and Public Affairs TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Stand with us.
All right, we're back to the coverage at the half. It is a 3-point lead for EAC. Before we go to the numbers, a quick announcement from the Letran community. So, Colegio de San Juan de Letran, in celebration of its quadricentennial anniversary, is inviting its alumni to attend the Letran Grande Figuras awarding ceremonies and the quadricentennial alumni homecoming at the Manila Hotel Fiesta Pavilion on Saturday, November 19, 2022. Now, for details, please send a Viber message to Miss Jenny Villar at 0917-489-6061. Again, that's 0917-489-6061, or email Jenny Villar, that's JHENNIE.Villar at letran.edu.ph. So lahat po ng mga Letranistang nanonood ngayon. And there's an alumni homecoming, quadricentennial homecoming you don't want to miss out. It's going to be in exactly a week, November 19, 2022. Okay. So speaking of Letran, they're down by 3 at the half here, 41-38. You guys are joined by Martin Javier alongside Andre Paras in the broadcast. And again, a tale of two quarters. Andre, Letran got the upper hand at the first 10 minutes, but EAC with a huge comeback in the second frame.
Yes, it's no difference sa kanilang field goals kasi obviously dikit ang kanilang scoring. But the thing I'm more impressed with right now is the individual statistics of EAC and Letran.
Yeah.
Because here sa EAC, if I am not mistaken, 3 players are already in double figures, while Letran doesn't have any player yet with double figures, which just shows that EAC does well in facilitating an offense. They are doing well in seeing the court, and ang ganda kasi ng adjustment nila sa defense. That's why Letran is having a hard time doing or executing their offense.
And yeah, go.
And I'm just surprised right now also because EAC has used up 9 players, more than 5 minutes. So ang ganda kasi ng rotation. But I still believe in Letran because alam ko naman they are very aggressive and they do well inside the paint. So hopefully dito sa second half, makita natin ang kanilang adjustments sa defense ng EAC. So let's see if they have offense that can break the zone of EAC.
You saw the field goal shooting of the Letran Knights, 44%. It was up to 61% ng ating first quarter. Inahalat sila pagdating ng second frame. And that is because of the defensive adjustment mula dito sa EAC Generals. Let's watch itong Letran cheering squad. Okay. Tapos na pala sila. Ayan. Alright. right, at the half, we mentioned 3 players in double figures for the EAC Generals. They're led by their rookie point guard, Joshua Tolentino, who is, by the way, winning his matchup with Fran Yu today. JC Luciano getting all of his 10 points in that second quarter, and of course, Nat Cosejo getting into the scene also with 10 points. But for Letran, it's scattered scoring as expected for them. EAC kasi medyo marami silang kulang dito sa ating laban. So, pili yung mga players nila na umi-score for them, and they're scoring heavily right now. But for Letran, it's slightly better distributed, led by Louis Sangalang and Kurt Rayson. Kasunod na si Brent Paraiso with 4 points.
And I always love looking at the brighter side of things. For Letran, I love how they still execute on the break, ang kanilang fast break, ang bumubuhay sa kanila, and the way they read the defense of EAC. Zone nga ang consistent defense ng EAC, but they're still able to find players inside the paint. So I hope Letran sees their players still inside and they will be able to adjust. So kita nga natin sa leading scorers ang contribution nila Tolentino, Luciano, and Cosejo. And props to Tolentino. 4 points a game and now has 11 points. And what a way to step up against a #1 team.
That's right. Again, EAC's missing Art Cosa, who scored a career-high 14 points against Perpetual. Kaya po talagang iba yung performance dito ni Joshua Tolentino kasi mas kinakailangan siyang gumawa. And speaking of Joshua Tolentino, the matchup of our Manila boys, Tolentino, the rookie. Wow, he's got the upper hand here over Fran Yu.
Exactly. With Fran Yu naman, what he's doing, nakita ko naman, it's not on the stats. I love the way he gets his team involved in the play. So, Fran Yu is still there, but I know he's still finding his rhythm. Dito naman kay Joshua Tolentino, maaga pa lang sa game, he found his rhythm, the way he executes the play, the way he finds his shots. Grabe ang kanyang confidence in today's game. So, I'm excited to see the Tolentino and Yu matchup still prevail here sa third and fourth quarter.
All right, third quarter about to begin. As with Martin Javier alongside Andre Paras, 2 courtside reporters Stephanie Benito and Avia Zunic joining us as well. EAC versus Letran. For our first offering today, maya-maya po, meron pa tayong second game. Mapua kontra San Pedro. Third quarter, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok. Live right now on GTV and EAC with a slight change in their starting unit. So it's Mac Baloa getting a start in the second half. Nat Cosejo with a post-up move, able to score at the cup.
That is something new to see with EAC. Finally going to their big inside the paint, testing the waters with the defense of Letran. So ang ganda ng execution ng play on the part of EAC.
How about the defense here of the Generals, forcing another outside shot. Oh, the Fran Yu nailed it, rattled it home. Fran Yu now with 5.
If you're EAC, you gotta be worried because knowing Fran Yu, if he doesn't start strong, for sure at the end, nako, pag uminit yan, mahihirapan kayong i-stop yan. So, for now, you have to put a body on Fran Yu before he gets his rhythm.
Kahanap ka ng bailout shots. Fran Yu can provide you that. Luciano puts this one on the floor. Luciano, the drive, just lost it on his way up. And here comes Fran Yu again. Letran with a chance to take the lead here. Paraiso left it short. And Tolentino again pacing his team with 11 points. Doria covered by Tolentino. Here is Baloa from the baseline. Too strong. Yu ahead to Kyle Tolentino. Tolentino, great recovery from EAC.
Kyle Tolentino doing it best when it comes to running for the transition offense. Yun nga lang na-bother sa defense ng EAC.
And that's Joshua Tolentino missing the triple try. And last touch against Letran, so it stays with the white shirts. And here's that move, a strong move by Nat Cosejo against Louis Sangalang. Ito naman yung pambawi ni Fran Yu. The 3-point shot and a contested shot as well for Fran Yu. So JC Luciano moving baseline, staying aggressive to begin the second half is JC Luciano.
Luciano showing why he is the team captain of the team. Grabe yung kanyang pagiging aggressive and sticks to the play. I've been noticing earlier when other players are taking quick shots, he's controlling the pace kasi he knows how to create his shots and how to involve his teammates. Yun nga lang when it comes to free throw, when you're given that chance, you have to, obviously, kahit sino mang player or what team, you have to make sure you make your free throws.
He is 1 out of 5 from the free throw line. Talking about JC Luciano. Oh, yung pinabandal niya, lumabas pa rin. 1 out of 6 now. Let's go first to EAC side. May hatid sa ating balita from their dugout si Stephanie Benito. Stephanie?
Kanina sa dugout, Martin and Andre, hindi nakalimutang i-commend ni Coach Oliver Buni ang team sa pinakitang performance by the end of the first round. As they have started a big momentum, ang sabi ni Coach Oliver ay panatilihin lang daw ang kanilang confidence at aggressiveness. Nandun na daw ang adrenaline na kailangan nila at huwag na nila itong sasayangin. Paalala lang ng coaching staff to do better in taking care of the ball, recognize where your opponents are at huwag sumayan ng easy basket. Siguro naman ni Team Captain JC Luciano, tiwala lang team, may pag-asa tayong manalo. Back to the panel.
Maraming salamat, Stephanie. And EAC, a fantastic job so far here to begin the second half. Kung kanina, nagmintis dalawa para kay Luciano, naka 3 puntos naman sa kanina. Masyado nang malakas doon. Santos babawi. A couple of misses earlier. Ito, naibawi na ni Kevin Santos.
Now this is what you want to see with Letran. What a way to adjust for their offense. Instead of falling in love with the outside shots, they are looking for players inside the paint.
Yeah. And Joshua Tolentino got hit in the face. And got hit hard as well. I think it was a collision with Kevin Santos. Yung naging sanhi nito. Yeah, Tolentino. Yeah, shaken up. 46-43. Unsure if it was before Kevin Santos' shot. All right. So play will continue. Joshua Tolentino stays on the court. Almost 3 minutes gone. Dito sa ating second half. Maloa. Adam Doria. Tolentino. Masigit na depensa mula sa Letran. Tolentino crossover. Saw the opening at the baseline. Call for a dribbling violation.
That was a beautiful play by EAC, doing the hordes, making one player roll, one player pop out, and what a way to confuse the defense and attacking. But yun nga lang, nabitawan yung bola.
And a miss from Kyle Tolentino. Here comes EAC again. Baloa now. Handling the rock, the crossover. Nakakita ng puwang si Mac Baloa.
Wow! What a way to read the defense. Letran already aggressive sa defense dito sa third quarter, pero nakita pa yung butas doon. So what a way to attack on that play.
Second straight time na nakakuha ng open lane itong mga gwardiya ng EAC. They swing it to Tolentino, who uncorks from deep, no go. And a rebound for Paraiso, save to Sanggalang. Avillonar, Tolentino, another try. Connects!
If you don't see Kyle Tolentino running for the fast break, you can count on him with those outside shots. And what a way to be a complete package. Does well on defense, does well on the break, and can hit those difficult shots when you need it.
And how about the trust of his teammates? Kasi nagmintis siya dun sa una, gave him another chance. And he didn't let them down. Cosejo on the roll. At Cosejo. And again, this is a basket for a basket. EAC back on top by 4, 50-46.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer niyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Mga kapuso, nagbabalik kayo dito sa GTV for the NCAA Season 98. Coach Bonitan and the rest of the coaching staff were na happy about the performance that the Knights did on the first half, especially the second quarter. Lahat sila nagtataka kanina sa dugout kung bakit pa daw binibigyan pa ng kumpiyansa ang Generals at bakit talo sila both in defense and offense. Kaya napasabi na lang si Coach Bonnie na ito na nga ba ang sinasabi ko. Pinaghandaan naman daw nila ang araw na ito. Martin at Andre, isipin lang daw sana natin na nag-warm up lang ang team kanina. Balik sa inyo.
No, warm up lang yan, sabi ni Coach Bonnie. O yan, Evia, thank you so much. But we'll see, they're still having difficulty in the third quarter. Although they're getting it done offensively, nakakasabay sa kanila ang EAC dito. Nakaka-counter lagi. Laging may sagot ang mga General.
Yeah, like what Coach Bonnie said, I do agree. What a way to stay positive. Fine. First two quarters, your guys are warming up. Kita na naman, it's working. They're doing well offensively. So, yung kulang na lang talaga ang kanilang defense and the way they rotate and communicate sa defense nila against EAC.
You saw the stat earlier as Sanggalang rather scores that one underneath. A bounce-back performance today for Nat Cosejo, already with 14 points in the game. Last game against Perpetual only had 4 points, which is one of his lowest outputs in season 98 with the way he's playing. And Letran scoring and forcing the turnover on the other side. Fouled in para dito sa EAC.
And if you're Letran, you're happy to see Sanggalang back on the floor because for me personally, he's one of the players who can break that zone defense just by being present inside the paint. So kita na nga natin ang kanyang contribution sa part na yun. So let's see if he can maintain consistent with his offense.
Is this Letran's time to take back the lead? A stand back J for Franu.
Yep, I do agree with Coach Bonnie that they're just warming up because you can see they're already heating up dito sa third quarter natin.
And off that timeout, you can see Letran tightening the screws on the defensive end. Ball in the hands of Mac Maloa. Flips it to Luciano. They go to the corner. Nico Pinal driving and feeding Maloa. Bothered and blocked by Sanggalang. Here comes Franu again. Tabla tayo dito. May chance ang lumangang ulit ang Letran. Panggaan sa gitna. Javier Kinal. Foul against Nico Kinal.
We can see Letran coming alive right now because offensively, yes, they're doing well. Defense naman, ang ganda ng kanilang adjustment sa play na yun. So I'm glad we are seeing Letran come alive again dito sa quarter na to. So EAC right now needs to match it up by being present on defense and on offense as well.
And now it's EAC's turn to adjust. Javier, the layup will not go. And rebound for Luciano. JC Luciano, by the way, does he have a double-double already? We'll check. Here's Luciano. Kaboom! JC Luciano now with 16 points and 11 rebounds in the game. Sanggalang dumps it inside. Javier puts it up and in.
This is a scary lineup of Villinar and Sanggalang. Both players play the same. They can control the ball, create for themselves. And yung maganda dito, their chemistry with one another. They know when to pass the ball. They know when to take it. So EAC will need to put a body up and do early work on the bigs at the time.
Here's an escape. A floater goes in for Nico Kinal. So EAC now nagagawa ng paraan ang depensa dito ng Letran. At Franu is starting to heat up. You now with 10 points in the game, 8 in the third quarter alone, and we now have our third deadlock of the game at 55 on.
What a way to come alive for Franu and Javier. These guys are contributing big time here sa quarter natin.
Oh. But if you have a three-pointer, I also have a three-pointer, says Adam Doria. 58-55, the retaliation for EAC. And a chance to extend their lead once again.
Looks like Letran was excited that they had the guy open in the painted area, which is rare. So, kailangan na talaga mag-adjust and find another way to get another man open inside instead of going for the ahead pass. Kasi you have players already blocking the passing lane. So, all you have to do adjust right now is maybe do pick and rolls or make sure you can cut and move it out the ball.
That's Franu nailing the three-pointer. Quickly countered on the other side by Adam Doria. It is a three-point lead protected by the EAC Generals, 58-55.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, We're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Need to Know, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Watch Need to Know, available on GMA News Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a
rebounds.
Wow.
So, double-double for the captain of EAC.
And for sure, madadagdagan ang kanyang stats because we're just in the third quarter. Grabe talaga ang pagiging aggressive ng captain na si Luciano.
I'll make that 16 points and 11 rebounds for JC. Agaw ni Franyu. Ahead is Brent. And Brent Paraiso is gone. 58-57. Fast break converted by Letran. There is Nico Kinan facilitating. Luciano sends it to Tolentino. Tolentino umatake. Tolentino draws the foul. Rookie had an open look but had the better idea to drive it all the way to the cup.
And I do agree that it's a good decision for him because they know that EAC does very well inside the paint. And yung maganda dito, now that they are driving, they are attracting the defense of Letran. And napansin ko rin, there are more players outside who are open for that kick out. So if they recognize this, Letran will have a difficult time if they connect their shots on the outside. But yun nga lang, right now, they are falling in love with attacking the basket.
Earlier, you saw the breakaway layup by Brent Paraiso. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Tommy Olivario is in the game now alongside Kurt Rayson, King Caralipio, Pao Villar, and Brent Paraiso. Luciano, hard catch. Luciano feeding Dominguez. Yes!
There you go. What a way to attract the defense and get another look at their big man Dominguez by taking that floater or jump shot dun sa painted area.
EAC displaying simple basketball on their side, but playing it effectively at the same time. Rayson the kick out. Catch and shoot. Olivario connects. So we are tied. Yeah.
EAC already doing well with closing out, but Letran making them pay by connecting those three-point shots.
60 apiece. And we're seeing great basketball from both teams. Luciano putting it on the floor, going all the way, missing the lefty layup. Here comes Olivario. Rayson in rhythm. No. Rebound pulled down by Caralipio, covered by 2 men. Paraiso for 3. No. Javi Leonard with the board. Javi Leonard. Great defense by Luciano that time.
Letran lucky, even though they're missing, they have bigs who can rebound. Yun nga lang, if you get the ball, sometimes you don't want to put the ball down and just go straight up because most likely you might fish for that foul.
Yeah. Tolentino pulls the trigger. Tolentino knocks it down.
So much confidence for Tolentino and ang ganda ng depensa sa kanya nun, but making those tough shots not easy once again by Tolentino.
14 puntos para kay Joshua Tolentino. Paraiso! No! Pulled down by Dominguez.
Looks like both teams are trying to exchange three-point shots, so we have to see. They gotta make sure they control the pace throughout the game.
So last shot time for EAC. 7 to work with for the white shirts. A foul given up by Kurt Rayson. That's a good foul. They're not getting the penalty. That was their foul to give. Next one will put them in the penalty situation. Avilionar will check out. Quintariar goes in. Pasok din sa laban natin. Itong si Kobe Mone, or Rafael Go rather. Lalabas din si Brent Paraiso. Nat Cosejo in the game as well for EAC. 5.6 seconds left. Dominguez needs to go. Dominguez, no. And that's how we will end third quarter action. An exciting first offering for you guys on a Saturday doubleheader. This was the catch and shoot earlier by Tommy Olivario, but the quick counter on the other side by this guy, Joshua Tolentino, who is increasing his number here. 14 points already for the rookie point guard, and EAC in front by 3 going into the final chapter of this game.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
We welcome you back to the coverage of your NCAA Season 98 live right now on GTV, only in our first game today between EAC and Letran, and we have a good one. A close game between these two teams. 63-60 is the score. Fourth quarter officially underway. You guys are joined by Martin Javier alongside Andre Paras and our two courtside reporters, Stephanie Benito and Avia Zunic. Our quarter scoring, as you can see here, third quarter natin, tabla tayo, 22-all. And an exchange of quarters in the first two for both of these teams. Kaya ngayon, 1-point game na lang tayo. Unang basket para kay Kent Ariar to open the fourth frame. Let's see what the adjustment will be for EAC, because they expect an onslaught, an avalanche for Letran, or from Letran rather, to begin the fourth quarter. Andre Doria, the catch and shoot. No go. Rebound, ending up with Cosejo. There was a foul whistle.
You gotta be careful with those fouls, and the only way to prevent this from happening is making sure you find the nearest body and boxing out.
Yeah, not Cosejo. It's easier said than done if you're against him, though.
That's true.
Kasi napaka-aggressive nito ni Nat eh. Tapos, lakas din. Andre Doria. Cosejo. Push shot. Strong. And here comes Tommy Olivario. Tommy has it. Hand off to Rayson. Rayson to Ariar. Ariar got fouled by Doria.
I like what I'm seeing with Letran. They are not taking those outside shots and making sure they play inside the paint. So kita naman natin ang ganda ng rotation nila inside.
So for EAC, Andre, JC Luciano taking an extended breather because before that he's only taken a rest for 15 seconds.
Exactly.
That's it.
And that is a well-deserved breather because even though he is not on the court, we have Tolentino helping take over for EAC. So what more kung sabay sila mamaya pinasok?
Sakto malakas lang yun. Para dito kay Joshua Tolentino. Rushed that jumper. Rayson, no look pass. Broken up by Dominguez. A smart play from Cosejo. Tumama na daw yung bola. O sige, tignan natin. Isilipin nila to. Kasi our referees, our national referees, magkaiba yung tinawag. We'll see if this save went on the floor after. Yeah, it went out already. After the contact with Rafael Go.
Lucky break there. That's actually a smart play. But usually difficult because sometimes yung nga lang bumabalik ang bola sa'yo with that kind of trajectory. But what a smart play to do.
So here's a challenge. And basing it from the replay that we saw earlier, Andre, tumama na sa labas eh.
The ball indeed hit the floor, but we never know. Baka mali tayo sa sobrang dami nating angles. Baka makita pa natin may ibang angle sila dito.
The review challenge of the Letran Knights unsuccessful. Unsuccessful ang challenge ng Letran. So, that's their only challenge of the game. So, it's gone. Wala na silang pwedeng gamitin mamaya sa endgame natin. 63-62. Here's JC Luciano back in the game after a few seconds of rest, including the quarter break. Tolentino all day. Too strong. And it doesn't go in again. Tony Olivario now. Letran trying to take back the lead. King Caralipio thought about the three, instead went to Rayson outside. Go. Olivario. Good stay-at-home defense from EAC. 4 seconds to shoot. Caralipio for 3. Caralipio knocks it down. And that Coseo is down of a hard collision. Letran back in front.
EAC giving a 1-2-2 zone, but the thing is, Letran is now connecting their shots outside, so they need to make big adjustments right now kasi fourth quarter na to.
Pero may bawi. Ito si Russell Dominguez. Okay, so was it a long two earlier? Yeah, they called it a long two on Caralipio. So 5th lead change of the game for us. That's why it's 65-64. Rayson for 3. Wow. Rayson.
Looks like the only way Rayson will score is if there's a defender on him. Kasi grabe, kahit maganda ng defense ng EAC, he still makes them pay with those confident outside shots.
67-65. Mac Baloa attacks. Coseo at his favorite spot. Wala pa rin. Rebound, ending up with Rafael Go, but Coseo dove for it. Last touch on him. Woo! A lot of action to begin the fourth quarter. It's a 2-point game. Let's go to a quick break.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Me Too.
Sa NCAA Season 98 Men's Basketball Tournament, sa panig naman ng mga general, don't let them intimidate you. Ito ang paalala ni Coach Oliver Buni sa team coming into the last quarter. Huwag daw silang papaapekto sa pinapakitang pressure ng kalaban sa kanila at isipin na mismatch sila sa bilang nakakalamang pa rin sila. Depensa daw ang kailangan ng team diinan at huwag nilang hayaang masayang ang magandang play na pinakita nila at the start. Don't lose easy baskets and remain composed dahil alam nilang ang tendency ng kalaban bumawi. Ang tanong, malalamangan ba ng mga general o malalamatan ba ng general ang streak ng Letran? Or will this be another case of the one that got away? Balik sa inyo, Martin and Andre.
Maraming salamat, Stephanie. You know, you mentioned the thing that will be tested right now for EAC, their composure, especially with a depleted lineup like this. Pero yung kanina, kinorek nila yung score natin. It was a 3-pointer for King Caralipio. So the score now is 68-65.
Even though ang ganda kasi ng contribution ng Letran, I love how they read that defensive EAC. Yes, tanggap na nila zone ang binibigay, but they are now connecting shots from the outside. So it is important that they all stay consistent and make sure if they can attack, they find the hottest player on the court right now.
And Kurt Rayson nailing the second free throw. All-around performance so far for Kurt Rayson. Let's see how EAC will counter. They're down by 4. For most of the game, they've maintained their lead successfully. Nat Coseo got in all the way and won for Nat Coseo.
Surprising to see Cosejo attack the basket from that far, knowing that usually their guards are the ones attacking the defense, pero Cosejo now coming alive, being aggressive. So now Letran will need to adjust on the guards and bigs of EAC.
Yeah, he cooked his defender that time, Kim Ariar. Winraso nito ni Nat Cosejo, who just misses the free throw. So it's 67-69. Tommy Olivario will set it up for Letran. Win-loss record natin, ha? Again, this is the #1 team versus the #10 team in the league. Caralipio, di discarte. Batting against Dominguez, difficult. Shot goes in for King Caralipio.
Now this is what you want to see. Even though they can't attack, do their own Letran basketball by attacking the paint, nakaka-adjust sila by making those shots mid-range or beyond the arc.
And that's a foul on the Letran Knights. Now let's go to their side. We have an update right here from Avia Zunich. Avia, go ahead.
Iisa lang ang tanong ni Coach Bonnie Tan kanina sa huddle para sa kanyang koponan. At yun ay, why are you not moving with pressure for the remaining minutes of the game? Coach Bonnie only wants to see his players wake up, get a grip, and establish a lead that somehow they are having a hard time to accomplish. Maulan man ngayon, Martin at Andre, at nanlalamig ang Knights, pero asahan daw natin na aalis sila sa court ng mainit at may panalo mo. Balik sa inyo.
Avia, thank you so much. That was, the thing that was lacking from Letran, especially on the defensive end. Their pressure, their intensity, and it looks like they've tightened the screws already. They've made it difficult for EAC to score ever since the timeout earlier.
All they needed was time, and finally, because of fourth quarter, they are coming alive. So all they need to do is work on their defense, polish it up, because we all know that defense leads to offense.
Yeah, Kurt Rayson starting to heat up. 14 puntos para kay Kurt. Kailangan bumawi ng EAC. JC Luciano sends it out. Tolentino. Oh, got fouled while attempting a 3. So he will step into the free throw line for a couple of shots. But for Joshua Tolentino, missed both free throws earlier. In total, Andre, as a team, EAC has missed 13 free throws. They're 8 out of 21.
Wow. That is a huge factor, lalo na with this kind of scoring in the game. Every point matters right now. Yes, they are doing well outside, but if you're given this chance for a free throw, for an easy shot, you have to really make it. So one thing they can learn from this is talaga, maybe after practices or whenever they're free, they just need to work on their free throws because their offense comes alive when they work together, but individually, free throws are very important.
So, 2 mix for Josh Tolentino. And one more coming up to make it and to trim it down to 4. The rookie point guard, an excellent performance today. This is 6 puntos, 17 puntos na para dito kay Joshua Tolentino. 3 out of 8 from the field. And 9 out of 11 from the free throw line ito si Tolentino. So he's gotten a lot of opportunities at the line today. Franyu maintains his footing, gets it to Caralipio. Caralipio backing down, Caralipio running into trouble. Put it in anyway.
Wow, EAC already doing early work, making them get the ball outside of the shaded area, pero still finding his way inside and making them pay. Kahit dalawa ng defender niya, what a way to be aggressive.
11 points for King Caralipio, and the lead is back up to 6. 4.5 minutes remaining. Luciano lost it. Yu on the move. Fran Yu, no. Rebound, ending up with Baloa. EAC back the other way. We're racing to the other end. Baloa to Cosejo. It's a 4-point game. And EAC converting on the fast break. Here comes Letran. Yu, para Iso. Hasn't been his day. He sends it out. They flip it to Fran Yu for 3. No go. Caralipio secures it. An offensive rebound. Hanap kay Ariar. Ariar! No! But there was a whistle. Foul on that shot by Kint Ariar.
Yes, if you're EAC, doing a great job with your defense on zone. But yun nga lang, when the shot gets missed, pag namintis na lang kanilang tira, look for the nearest man in backs out. Kaya look, na offensive rebound sila because they're not aware of the players around them.
Yeah. We saw the two plays earlier. King Caralipio nailing a difficult shot. Had to go through two defenders to get the basket, and then in transition, it was Baloa and Cosejo connecting. It's a 5-point game. Kint Ariar looking to cash in 2 free throws. 1 out of 2. So it stays a 5-point game. Baloa handling and setting the table. Baloa to the corner. Luciano covered by Ariar. Back outside to Tolentino. Tolentino, step back 3. Wedgie. So, EAC, mananatili sa kanila ang bola dito.
Just noticing Letran has polished very well on their defense because EAC can't attack the painted area. And looking at Luciano, we've seen him the first, second, third quarter. Sa kanya napupunta ang bola. Siya yung first option ngayon. It looks like Letran has adjusted on Luciano by him having a difficult time controlling the ball. So the ball has been more off with Tolentino, but the thing is, Tolentino is making it work as well. So if it's not Luciano, there's Tolentino. Hindi naman sila dito, balik kay Luciano. So ang ganda talaga ng adjustment din ng EAC.
Ay, lumabas lang. Sayang, magandang inbound play para sa EAC sana. Or Cosejo rather, just couldn't put it in. So that's a foul on Cosejo on the rebound here. Yeah. It was a good play. And it was around the usual spots on the court para dito kay Nat Cosejo. Letran with a chance to extend their lead and make it a comfortable lead. Yu Sanggalang, who's been silent. Paraiso driving, step through, reverse for Brent.
What a way to read the defense. Finally, he's not taking shots outside and making it work inside. What a fake and what a move. Galing kay Paraiso.
8 puntos para kay Brent. His third make of the game. Fourth quarter field goals natin. Iangado dyan ang Letran. Much better performance here in the fourth. And EAC is starting to collapse. Brand new. Oh. Yung pasa medyo mahina. Here comes Tolentino. They have the numbers. Tolentino went all the way. No go. And Rayson to the other end. Sanggalang. Interior passing. Mintis lang para kay Caralipio.
I mean, gotta love that they're not selfish. There's a time naman you can already put that basket up.
Yeah.
Nabulaga lang siguro sila na walang depensa. But you know, this is already a fourth quarter. Kailangan talaga maging serious when it comes to making those shots.
And if EAC wants to come back, it has to start now. No good for Tolentino. Saved by Baloa. And we enter the final 2 minutes of this game. Deep into this one. Luciano. Cosejo for 3. Kaboom! And it cuts the lead down to 4. 75-79, a big three-pointer for Nat Cosejo. Yu, Paraiso and Corks, short, but it ends up with a rebound. Yu, his turn, still off. Ofranio with another offensive board. Caralipio got in, Caralipio called for steps.
EAC had so many looks to get that rebound. But para sa akin, mukhang pagod na sila. They don't want to be aggressive by diving or getting the ball. Yes, few seconds left, kulang kayo. Pero kahit na wala pa yung final buzzer, you still have to really be aggressive in grabbing those rebounds.
But this is a big three-pointer for Nat Cosejo to cut the lead down to 4. And they will have the ball after this timeout.
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
Natin itong Mapua Cardinals on a 4-game winning streak. And from number 9, they jumped to number 7 with their previous win. Ang kanilang mga kalaban mamaya, the San Beda Red Lions, looking to bounce back of a tough loss against LPU the last time out. But we're not yet done here. A minute and 23 remaining in our first game. Saturday doubleheader for you guys in the NCAA Season 98. It is a 4-point lead for the Letran Knights, 79-75, but EAC will have it. A crucial possession coming up. Natin kung anong naging diskarte ni Coach Oliver Buni during the timeout. Joseo, hand off to Tolentino. They go back to net. Dominguez, free throw line jumper is good. We have a 2-point game, folks. 77-79. Entering a minute remaining in this one. Another close game between these two teams. Caralipio, boom! King Caralipio with a cold-blooded 3. 82-77, a timeout on the floor.
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang artista?
Pwede.
Politiko?
No.
Athlete?
Yes!
Surprise guest, is that you, Kylene?
Yes!
After big shot being hit, first one was from Rosel Dominguez. This one to cut the lead down to 2, and then King Caralipio faked his defender. Thought he was gonna pass. Nope. Nailing and calmly nailing the 3-pointer right there to stretch the lead back up to 5.
EAC doing a wonderful job with their defense, but yun nga lang, mental lapses na lang. That was so easy to close out. You left an open shooter. Yun nga lang, hand down with man down, and what a way for Caralipio to make them pay with that outside shot.
A double-double for King Caralipio. 14 points, 10 rebounds in 21 minutes of action, and a very efficient clip from the field. 6 out of 8. That's 75% shooting for King. 82-77. EAC needs to score. Agaw ni Bren Paraiso. What a crucial stop for Letran. And Paraiso. The Knights looking to bring out the dagger. The final nail on the coffin. Luis Anggalang the catch. Oh, he lost it. So may chance pa ang EAC. But they need to convert and they need to do it quickly. Naghahanap siyang screen itong si Tolentino. Tolentino sends it out to Baloa. EAC cannot waste away time. They go to the corner. Luciano for 3. No! And the rebound secured by Caralipio. And that should seal the deal for Letran.
That was a great shot by Luciano, knowing that he had all the time, had all the space, and he's confident with the outside shot. Yes, struggling the free throw, pero made them pay in some few possessions back with that 3-point shot, but yun nga lang, it did not connect in this part. Sayang.
Itong EAC, a case of fatigue na on different players as well. But Letran, what a fourth quarter for them. Outscoring EAC 22-14 in the payoff period. And again, they were trailing for the most part of the third. Dito lang talaga sila nabuhayan ulit pagdating sa fourth quarter natin.
And I like what Coach Bonitan mentioned. First, second, sige, nag-warm up lang sila. But look at, kita naman natin, third and fourth, grabe yung pagiging aggressive nila and the way they were able to adjust on offense and on their defense.
And King Caralipio Those are the final 2 nails on the coffin for the Letran Knights. 84-77, 13 and change remaining in this game.
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang artista?
Pwede.
Politiko?
No.
Athlete?
Yes!
Alright, we're back to the ball game. 84-77. Letran trying to make it 9 wins in a row. And looking good. Looking poised to do that here against the EAC Generals. They're up by 7, 13.4 seconds remaining. So if they do win this, and it looks like they will, it's gonna be an October to remember for Letran, going undefeated in the whole month of October in the NCAA Season 98 competition. And the inbound goes outside. No!
Oh!
There's a foul on Brent.
A whistle called. I wonder if we're still be able to see sa angle na yun what call it was, what foul it was.
So 2 free throws coming up. And I think, yeah, hindi gumalaw yung oras natin. So free throws dahil nasa penalty ang itong Letran. And yeah, the slight push-off by Brent against Cosejo.
Both players being aggressive. We have Cosejo trying to seal. Tapos Paraiso trying to do earlier. Pushing him out of his comfort zone. But yun nga lang tawagan.
Yeah. So, 2 pressure-packed free throws now for Nat Cosejo. Hasn't made one today. 0 out of 3 is Nat Cosejo. Again, in the season, he is a 64% free throw shooter.
And one thing I believe that EAC can learn from this game talaga is that their free throws are very important. It would have been a different ball game if all their free throws were made 100% sila. But yun nga lang, it does happen. Nagmimintas tayo. Yun nga lang, adjustment talaga ang kailangan nila.
And there you go. Nat Cosejo 0 out of 4. And as a team, EAC is 11 of 25 from the free throw line. Imagine 14 points. 7 lang ang abante dito.
Yes.
Ng Letran. So 0 out of 2, that's 15 misses now.
Yun nga, like what you've mentioned, could have been a different ball game. Sayang talaga yung mga free throws na nabibigay sa kanila.
Yeah. But they will have it again. So it's EAC basketball. They failed to convert from the line. It's the same play. Cosejo, pick and roll, hard roll by Dominguez. And ball goes outside, 5.9 seconds remaining. EAC having difficulty in getting a clean look. Broken up by Paraiso. 4.4 remaining.
Tough break there.
Final 4 ticks. And that makes it official. The longest winning streak is still alive in the NCAA Season 98. 9 straight wins for the Letran Knights. Their 12th win in total dito po sa ating torneo, beating the EAC Generals 84-77. An impressive win by the back-to-back defending champions. They needed to use a big fourth quarter, both offensively and defensively, to back this win. That's the final score, 84-77 for the Letran Knights. They go up to 12-3. That's a solo #1 spot for Letran. So ngayon, tumungo tayo sa kanilang school hymn, Colegio de San Juan de Letran. at the conclusion of this game, it is a 7-point win. 9th in a row for the Letran Knights. This one over the EAC Generals. Pagbalik po natin, ating kilalanin ang ating best player of the game, your NCAA Season 98. We'll be right back.
Looking for news and latest information?
Yung pala almost more than a minute na pala ako hindi humihinga.
Watch GMA News and Public Affairs, stand for truth.
The digital newscast where you can find the biggest stories of the week.
Binabaril kami talaga pag nasalaot kami. So kami, ano ang laban namin doon?
Dalawang ranger po namin ay pinagpuputokan po ng baril.
In-depth documentaries on issues, special reports,
and analysis on local and global affairs.
Mukhang hindi naman seryoso si Presidente na terminate yung MBFA.
Na wala tayong asahan sa Western Pharmaceuticals kasi nabili na yun eh.
That matter for every Filipino.
Gusto na lang daw po niyang umuwi na doon na lang daw po siya mamatay sa Pilipinas.
Empowered by young producers and innovative mobile journalists.
Catch us at GMA News and Public Affairs TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Stand with us, stand for truth.
Back to the coverage. Nanonood pa rin kayo ng NCAA Season 98 on GTV. Ito po. The conclusion of this game, Letran Knights 84-77 win over the EAC Generals. Samuel pa rin, Martin Javier alongside the Baby Bear, Andre Paras, and with us here at the panel, ang ating best player of the game who scored 16 points in total. Okay, for context, Letran scored 24 points in the fourth quarter. Kalahati nang galing kay Caralipio. 12 out of his 16 points came in the fourth quarter. King Caralipio, woo! Our best player of the game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, kamusta? Parang yung mga basket mo kanina, fourth quarter, parang takeover mode ka eh. Anong naglalaro sa isip mo nun?
Kasi po nung first half talaga nag-struggle kami sa offense namin, saka sa defense. Kaya sabi namin sa dugout, kailangan namin mas maging composure, ganun. Kailangan namin mag-double off effort para, ayun nga, para makuha yung panalo.
Kasi, bago kayo pasa kay Andre, after the first quarter, ang ganda na nilalaro nyo. Kala namin talagang, makakakuha na kayo ng malaking lamang, matatambakan niya yung EAC. Pero nahirapan kayo second quarter, nakahabol sila. Ano yung mga bagay na talagang nahirapan kayo second and third quarter na na-address nyo pagdating fourth quarter, kaya gumagana na?
Kasi nung first half, una nagtao sila sa amin tapos nag-adjust sila, nag-zona sila. Doon kami nahirapan kaya hindi kami maka-convert ng offense namin. Tapos nung second half naman, na-address naman namin yung ginawa nila. Nag-adjust din kami para maka-convert kami ng offense namin.
Ito, we know kasi Letran talaga, umaatake kayo, yung go-to offense nyo talaga is to attack the paint, high percentage shot. Pero yung nga lang, na-mention mo kanina, pansinan namin, binigyan kayo ng zone ng EAC. So ano kaya yung naging adjustment nyo doon sa offense nyo?
Kaya kailangan lang namin ipasok yung mga outside shots namin para mag-adjust sila, din sila mag-zone. Kaya yun, na-shoot naman namin lahat ng ano namin kanina, mga ilan 3 points namin. Kaya
pakaramdam ko, naging plano nila doon. Pasa natin kay King Caralipio. Yun lang, nag-take over ka eh. Oh, pagdating ng fourth quarter.
Sinerte lang po.
Medyo maganda nun take over offensively, pero sa rebounds, 11 rebounds. Ano yung pumapasok sa isip mo? Being aggressive and knowing that Liwag absent, tapos may mga key players silang wala. So paano ka naging aggressive dito sa game natin?
Inisip ko lang na kailangan talaga namin manalo ngayon kasi para tuloy-tuloy lang yung momentum namin. Wala pa kaming talo simula nung mga 8 straight na ata, kaya kailangan namin ituloy-tuloy lang yung momentum namin hanggang sa maabot kami ng semis o finals.
Lagpasisag mo na kayong walang talo, King. September 30 pa daw yung huli niyong talo. Yun yung San Beda Letran. Pagkatapos nun, buhay na kayo. Pero King, ito, 9-game winning streak na kayo ngayon. 12-3, solo number 1. Nakukuha nyo na yung peak ninyo at this point of the season. Hindi, okay. Ang talo nyo pala, October 2 pa. So, over 1 month na rin against LPU.
Ano kaya feeling nun, Ang sarap nun.
Ito, 9-game winning streak kayo ngayon. Unahin natin. Sagutin natin yung tanong ni Dre. Anong pakiramdam na 9-game winning streak kayo?
Siyempre po, masarap po sa pakiramdam. Yung kumpiyansa nandun. Bumbo po eh.
Pero, siyempre, Ano ba, meron bang naglalarong complacency pag nakaka 9-game winning streak? At saka solo first kayo eh. Nasa taas kayo lang yun eh. Wala naman. Wala naman. Talagang gusto nyo mag-champion
Gusto
eh.
lang po namin talaga manalo para makuha po ulit namin yung championship.
Okay, King, more motivation for you. Batiin mo na yung mga nanonood sa inyo ngayon.
Una-una, thanks. Papasalamat ako sa Panginoon na sa panalong binigay sa amin. Una, binabati ko yung misis ko, si Runalyn, na nanonood sa bahay, sa San Miguel, yung anak ko, si Kaden, yung papa ko, yung mga tita ko, mga uncle ko, mga lola ko sa San Juan, sa Malwak, sino pa ba? Mga tropa ko, mga auntie ko sa ibang bansa, yung mga kumpare ko, si kumpare Faisal, saka si Boss Lota. Sino pa?
Batiin mo yung lahat ng masisipag mag-share ng highlights mo. Yan, di ba?
Mga retweet, nagla-like,
nag-comment. Talaga tinataga. Galing mo,
Yung
Idol.
family ng misis ko.
Yan.
Sweet. What a big family and congratulations to that Idol.
Thank you po.
Ayan. King Caralipio, our best player of the game. 16 points, 11 rebounds, 12 in the fourth quarter in takeover mode. Itong si King Caralipio today para dito sa Colegio de San Juan de Letran, snatching their 9th win in a row, 12th overall. It was a convincing win against EAC, especially after they played out that fourth quarter. Some final numbers for you guys right here. Letran Knights maintaining their shooting in the second half, 46% shooting, slightly better than EAC. Pero they needed to play catch-up and they needed to adjust to the defense that were thrown at them. Defenses that were thrown at them by the EAC Generals. In the end, you know, they tightened the screws on both ends. They were able to come up with a win.
Yeah, and a huge shout out also to the EAC. Ang ganda ng adjustment nila, man-to-man, tapos napansin nila, oh wait, they're having a hard time shooting outside. Why not let's do the zone so they can't attack the paint? And that's one of the good things I've noticed with EAC. And I think one thing they can learn from this is being consistent and at the same time work on their free throws kasi very important talaga yon.
And Letran, 45 bench points today na talagang kinailangan ngayon. Siyempre to overwhelm itong short-handed lineup ni Coach Oliver Bunyi. Alright, so Letran in the season, just for context, they were off to a shaky start. Tignan muna natin previous games, or remaining games rather, for the EAC Generals. They have 2 left in season 98, San Sebastian at Arellano.
So this is going to be an interesting game. So let's see what they can learn from these next games that they can apply in next season.
Okay. Letran started the season 3-3 since then. They're 9-0. Their next games will be, ganda nito. That's gonna be next Wednesday. Their arch rival San Beda rather kontra Letran. Pagkatapos yan, Mapua na mainit din ngayon. At ang huli nilang kalaban, the JRU Heavy Bombers. So this should be a solid 3 games. For a solid 3-game slate for Letran to end their elimination round. All right, coming up next though, we got Game On. We'll be talking to Mr. Raver Cruz, I think, at may bulahan segment tayo.
Yun!
Ayan, bibisitahin natin ang Mapua, and then after Game On, very short lang to, 30 minutes afterwards, we'll go to our second game today between Mapua and San Beda. This should be good. Again, kung 9-game winning streak po ang Letran, Mapua following them on a 4-game winning streak right now at 6-9. So momentum definitely on their side. San Beda trying to bounce back, and they're coming off a loss, a 1-point loss against the LPU Paris the last time they played.
So it's gonna be interesting to watch and I'm excited. I'm gonna go home at papanoorin ko to.
Yun, talagang spectator mode tayo ngayon maya-maya sa ating second game. Madre, thank you so much.
Thank you much, brother.
Thank you. There you go. Baby Bear, Andre Paras, joining us here in the coverage, and of course completing our broadcast team are our 2 courtside reporters. Nandyan po, nag-report kanina si Stephanie Benito at Avia Zunic for EAC and Letran respectively, and on behalf of the entire team led by our director Elmond Salvahan and our producer Manny Gabutina, this has been Martin Javier saying thank you for watching, and we hope you guys enjoyed our first game between EAC and Letran. But we are just getting started. Coming up next, when we return, it's going to be Game On right here on GTV.